to go to war. I need someone to save me from myself, to hear me cry when I call out for help. I blame it on the voices that are in my head, wondering if they'll ever be put to bed. Feels like I am close to reaching my wit's end, holding out but I'm about to blow it up like a volcano. Another day to lose control. There's a fire in my bones. My sight gets blurry, pushing back the tears. Should take a leap of faith and face my fear. I blame it on the voices that are in my head, wondering if they'll ever be put to bed. Feels like I am close to reaching my wit's end, holding out but I'm about to blow it up like a volcano.
Holding on to what I know, to everything I've learned. What is real and fabricated? What is wrong? What is my problem? What can I get out of this world that I created? Fighting the storms in my head, don't know where I have been. I'm alone, no one to turn to, no one understands. Shit's too complicated. Away, and I feel like I am someone else. Away, and I feel like I don't know myself, no. Away, and I feel like I don't know my name. And I don't want to live this way. I don't want to keep on wasting a life. I'm drowning in my head, I'm losing my mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless.
Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine, and we back.
Can't nobody tell me nothing. Made it through the rain and rain, I turn nothing into something. No more dealing with their assumptions, cause I do what I gotta do and I know, can't nobody do it like me. All they do is judge me for who I might be. Maybe if they took some time to pick my mind, they see that I'm cooler than lemons and iced tea. All I wanna do is live it up with the homies. Everybody really talking as if they know me, but I guess I gotta face it. I'm so tired of being faceless.
drowning in my head, I'm losing the mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless.
So faceless.
I've got a premonition, I'm dreaming you and I. All my darkest fears are coming outside. We got a billion races, we got this melody, and you can trust me, baby, we got everything. Call me whenever you feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love. Jungle of love. We're running in the jungle of love. Listen to my conditions, I got you on my mind. You were stuck in my head and I don't know why. We got a billion reasons, we got this melody, and you can trust me, baby, we got everything. Call me whenever you feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love. Jungle of love. We're running in the jungle of love.
I remember the days, always at the same place, the same people every day. I will never forget this black old Corvette standing in front of my way. We were both in high school. I thought I was a fool. Oh, when I was falling for you. You keep drawing me in, and I know it's a sin. But even so, yeah, I need you. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. Feel so bittersweet, knowing I can leave. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat of my heart and beats. 'Cause you taste like candy. I remember the night when you kissed me goodbye, and I said I'd be just fine. The next day you were gone, packed your car and moved on. But looking back, I still want you. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. Feel so bittersweet, knowing I can leave. You taste like candy. are the Sunday. I can feel the beat of my heart increase. 'Cause you taste like candy. Tasty. You on a Sunday, feels so bittersweet, knowing I can live. You taste like candy, eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat of my heart increase.
You don't know what goes on behind these eyes. You don't know the loneliness hidden inside. You don't know I wanna eat you up alive. Come and get to know me, my type of wild. I'm the kind that spins you and hangs you dry. Well, I'm already on to another side. If you gave me your whole life, I would still have room for more. 'Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. 'Cause I'm a black girl for your love. Like you, na 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 na, my center of gravity. 'Cause it's true, na na na, everything they say about me. I'll love you like a supernova, burn into you like a shooting star. Always craving for you to come to me. Though this way of life, no, it ain't healthy, but ain't no other way, it's just what I need. I want all your soul, I want your body. I'm the type that licks her play clean. Don't wanna let go, wanna you can eat. If you gave me your whole life, I would still have room for more. 'Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. 'Cause I'm a black girl for your love. For your love, your love. 'Cause it's true, na na na, everything they say about me. I'll suck you, na na na, to my center of gravity. 'Cause it's true, na na na, everything they say about me. I'll love you like a supernova, burn into you like a shooting star. If you give me your whole life, I would still have room for more. 'Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. 'Cause I'm a black girl for your love. For your love.
Alicia, are you still there?
Oh no, that is what they all say when they see me pouring some wine. Oh, then gets empty again. Better fill it up before I go. 'Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it. See what I see in it, I'm typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy.
Test. Okay.
Mic test.
Welcome, open. Hello. Hi. That's not a good first impression.
Amazing person.
Yes, amazing.
Okay. Hello. This is a Radio MMU, your ultimate multimedia tunes. Peer pressure. He didn't want to wear the headphones before. Now he wants to wear peer pressure. But welcome to Radio MMU, your ultimate multimedia tunes. I am your host for today, DJ Spidey, accompanied by
DJ Raven.
and today we have a special guest.
What? Okay. I didn't know I was a special guest.
I mean, technically,
for that,
it's not like you're gonna come every week, right?
I don't know.
For
I mean,
all
if I
we
got,
know.
if I got nothing to do. I guess, I need to introduce myself. I'm Ian. Hello.
Okay. Right. Oh, just to be sure everything's working. Yes, it is. Okay, nice. Okay, right. Do you guys know what this Yugen Chan is inside chat?
No, I don't know.
No?
Don't know who that is.
You
but
don't know what that
If I'm
is?
not mistaken, it's like my friend, yeah. One of my friends.
Do say hi, you know, it's
Oh,
right here.
hello.
Shout out, bro. Two concurrent viewers, dude. Two viewers, and your friend is one of them.
Yes.
All right.
Get like enough dogging on you. Right.
Okay,
So, okay. As this is the first stream in a while, come back, and this is week 9, right? Week 9, another 5 more weeks until we have to do our finals and stuff. Do you have any finals, Ian?
For me, no, I don't have any finals because this, like for myself, most of my my subjects are all assignment based. So now it's not really about finals, like it's just project, assignment, that kind of shit.
Data science,
Yeah.
data science assignment based. I thought data science would be the most final exam of all the.
Okay lah, got lah, but not all.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe
bro, data science.
midterm tests. That's about it.
I see. I mean, bro, data science is data science. Like they're the ones that do the most research and stuff, bro.
Yeah, they seem to be doing the most
So
research.
that's why I assumed it's all the finals. I got no project, ma. That's what I thought.
Oh, you're not wrong. That's like, but yeah, that's about it lah. Honestly.
But Hasrul, you're taking software engineering, right?
Yes. Hey, actually, that's very interesting. Different.
Oh
we
my
all
god, dude.
we all have different specialization.
It's just FCI stuff, man. Come on.
And we're all final year, dude. Wow.
Oh yeah, by the way, did you guys went to like check out the Coldplay tickets the previous week? Did you?
You mean like the buffering thing, is it?
No, like.
What about it exactly?
Did I heard this the previous 2 days, past 2 days, right? Last 2 days they had the Coldplay ticket selling.
Mm-hmm.
So did you guys try it out?
Nah. Okay, honestly, okay. I like Coldplay. I like listening to Coldplay. I don't think I'll ever buy a ticket to Coldplay concert though.
Oh,
You wanted to buy, is it?
No, I okay, fair. Same situation as you. Like, I do listen to Coldplay. It's still like 2000 baby. That's why I still know that. But the thing is, not interested enough to go watch them.
Like shell out 300 ringgit to see them live, right? You know.
Okay, I would shell out 300 ringgit for singers that I really like.
Yeah, exactly.
But Coldplay is not on that list. Coldplay is definitely. I still listen to them very, very often. Like when it plays, I know their song good enough that I know their song.
True. Know the lyrics also.
Like
you know.
I think the classics one like The Scientists and Viva La Vida.
How about Yellow?
Huh?
Yellow.
Yellow, yeah. Also heard about those. So like those kind of songs, right? So I'm familiar enough that I know, but I'm not like biggest fan of Coldplay. So like I listen, but I don't go and buy their tickets lah. So just, but I heard right. Last 2 days they had this ticket sales, and yeah, like typical fashion of websites. Too many people on the website, no one can masuk.
And then they got kicked out somewhere. Like
I
the
don't
ones
know.
that
Server
mid
crash.
buying they get kicked out. You know or not?
I don't know, like, I guess, but soul crashing, like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that was like a server error issue or
So
something.
Hey, hold up. I see someone saying hello. Wang Yan
Oh,
Hong.
hey, Yan Hong.
Yo,
Hello, Yan Hong. Okay. So that's what he said. So
Yeah,
I saw that like the new like they're doing this whole buffer thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, buffer, wait in line. And wait in line, you wait, out of nowhere, server error. You have to go back in line.
I heard people like what I see from Insta stories and everywhere. People actually like multiple people would. Some people will actually use 2 PCs or like get friends together, sit down and just get in line together, and see who gets lucky with the queue. I guess.
Do they have a ticket limit though? Like, you know, one customer can buy 2 tickets or something. I don't know about that part.
That I'm not too sure, but I do know that what can happen is like because you line up, maybe you get to buy like a few tickets and all that lah, but the thing is the queue part is the one that kind of screws everyone over because the fact that like one of the examples I heard is from Sean Mark. He also lined up to buy the Coldplay tickets, right? But then the thing is, he joined in early, and at the beginning of the lineups, right? They actually, when you begin to queue, it's actually like the starting part there is extremely like, you basically imagine like a loading bar like that. So if you as you go with the queue, it loads all the way, and then you get to buy your ticket. Something like queuing lah. So for Sean's one, right, he waited like hours and it still didn't go up. It's still stuck there. So probably similar situation with everyone else. I saw some people, so they kena this issue and in the end die lah. Like they just didn't manage to buy tickets.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, I've always wondered about like these artists, right? Whenever they use those ticketing systems online, like what other option do they have? Because every time I see a big artist want to come here, Blackpink lah, Scientist, what? Coldplay, a few other big names back then. Linkin Park was one of them, if I'm not wrong, like back in 2008.
Super Junior, another one, the K-pop band. Yeah.
Yeah, but every time they have some sort of ticket, I always use a ticketing system, and I always see this every time. People complaining, oh my god, I cannot wait, oh my god, the buffer time literally kicked me out, oh my god. It's like, was there ever a better option before? Like, makes you think, like, what was there like a better option before the whole online ticketing system, like just buying it on the spot?
I mean, think you can buy it on the spot.
No, like a long time ago.
A long time
Like
ago.
before this whole ticketing system, was it better, or like is this ticketing system better currently?
Well, if you want to compare, the easiest way to compare is, I guess, back 50 years ago, if you want to join a concert, you actually need to
Line up, right?
actually line up under the sun or something like that lah.
For like 4 or 5, not even 4 or 5 hours. Some people like showed up just one whole day there.
I don't know, but I definitely can imagine 50 years like right now, if people want to buy tickets to go concert ke apa, I'm pretty sure it must be so much more simpler right now. Like you can sit at your home, turn on aircon. I think Harif Iskandar even made a joke out of it, like saying, or like kesian all the people that need to sit under the aircon with their coffee in hand and just to not get their Coldplay tickets. I think he made like a post of it, and yeah, I guess well, too bad lah. Like honestly speaking, it is really too bad if you can't get the tickets to see like a band, your favorite band, but yeah, that happens. So, but another interesting thing that after day one, I'm pretty sure even in day one itself, day one or day two, I think day two it became more evident, but there were people who built bots. I think one of the news that I saw was people actually building bots to actually like buy the tickets. Like connect. I think what they did was they probably somehow managed to build a bot that can receive the server, that can somehow connect to the server endpoint or whatever, and they actually managed to buy the tickets in bulk, so they can keep doing it over and over and not have to deal with the queue.
And then resellers, oh my god.
So okay, yeah, talk about that. So also resellers, right? They're doubling up the prices.
Yeah,
right
I once saw the lowest category. I think it was category 7. It's supposed to be 288. 288. I see people selling it for 1.6. It's like
something like that. Yeah. Basically, now they are selling the price at the price of the very premium seats.
Yeah,
price,
yeah,
which
you're
is
right.
insane.
Yes, like they're paying for like Cat 3, Cat 4 premium prices. Also, hi Tharshan.
Hello.
Hi Danish.
Hey, hello.
Yo. We're talking about Coldplay. You wanna join in? Come on, say in the chat.
Yeah, but that's the thing lah. Like this ticket shit. sorry, this ticketing scalper bot, the fact that now it's so overbearingly heavy, it's so widespread. It actually is kind of like sad lah. I feel bad for people who can't buy tickets
Who
because
genuinely wants to like get the tickets, yeah.
exactly, like they also
Straight away, boom.
yeah. So it's like just I feel bad for them definitely because like I was in the position before for buying tickets like that. So I can tell it's super difficult. So yeah, I honestly feel bad for those who can't get it. And there's like this kind of scalpers, orang just stealing tickets left and right.
You know, Tharshan just replies, man, I'm too broke to talk about this. I'm too broke, man. Nah, what do you mean? We're not talking about actually going to the concert. We're not gonna go.
We're talking about people who actually like people actually who build bots to buy the tickets in bulk. Yeah, and then
scalp the out of it.
Yeah, and then like the giant scalpers and everything. I just feel like that's the worst thing about online purchases nowadays. Like even the PS5, when it first released, and then you have to do the online digital payment, right? And then boom, people just buy like 3, 4, 5, and then they resell it for like double, triple the price. I just, God, do you know how much I hate scalpers?
like okay, it's not ethical. That's the one thing.
Yeah, I mean, look, I know people need to make a like hustle, right? Hustle culture and all that. You know, you gotta make money somehow. But man, I just think that it's so like scummy.
It is.
It's way too scummy to like justify hustle culture. You know.
Well, I guess okay lah. If you look at both sides of the endpoint, to them it's something quite. They can do it pretty easily. So, because what they do is, if you see it as wrong because he stole all the tickets and resell it at a high price to earn like triple the money like that, yeah, then I guess that part is ethically super wrong, I guess. So, but I don't think. I feel like he secured the opportunity to build a bot so quickly.
Yeah.
The fact that. And then he resell it so quickly.
Bro. Hustling, bro. Hustle.
So I guess if you comment the hustling part, yeah, that's fine. But I feel like in this case, the ethical part of it definitely outweighs the hustle part of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sucks.
Like
honestly.
as much as you wanna like go like, oh, if you don't want to do this, just don't pay for the ticket. Oh my gosh. And then the tickets just get burned, bro.
I don't know.
No other choice, man.
Yeah. At this point, what's the point of having a website to sell tickets? You know.
Oh,
if they couldn't like fight against the bots.
Oh, that's true as well. It's like it's pretty.
I mean, I guess
sad.
they can just make it as simple as like, you know, you can only buy 2 tickets per person or something like that. But even then,
they can create a lot of fake accounts.
They can create a lot of fake accounts, etc. Or like some people that have a family of 4 cannot buy in one go. They have to go back to the queue system, you know. So yeah, do you guys know who this Axion guy is?
Yes, it's Ephraim.
Oh.
And I think WJ is WJ.
Oh, WJ. Oh, hi. Hi, Hackerspace
Hello.
dudes. Hi, all Hackerspace coming, giving support to the president.
We're your friends.
But yeah, that's really about it lah. But I guess if it is your favorite band, you probably will still buy the scalper tickets, even though it's like triple.
Because it's an experience, you know.
Yeah.
So, some people believe, like, and I'm very like respectable lah. Some people can believe this kind of statement where it's like the money that you lose from buying the tickets, no matter how much, can be regained, but the experience cannot be replicated. You know, you cannot gain back you cannot get the same experience again. I would say yes, I could agree with that kind of thing, but man, some of them are just too high, bro. Too high, bro.
I had a friend who was just talking about it this afternoon. He said, "Why do people want to go to concerts when they literally sing worse than their studio versions?" So
you know, I have that opinion even until now.
It's the vibe, bro. It's just the vibe.
Actually, that's true. I would agree that sometimes like people who sing from studio versions definitely cannot. It's not comparable to live sessions, but yeah, I guess it's because of the vibe and the experience. Even if the song sucks, but then if you are in that kind of in that circle where everyone is just enjoying it, even though the song may suck, like it's not 100% like the studio version songs that you hear on radio. yeah, I guess you can still enjoy it lah. Like, I'm pretty sure this concert, right, this Coldplay concert, they definitely are going to like have like a very insane stage setup and stuff like that. So it's like those will definitely you cannot definitely get that from radio songs.
And then I just hope that like whoever buys the tickets they buy the Cat 4, Cat 5 not only will they have to go through the scalpers, sometimes the tournament organizers scam them. Like what's an example? Billie Eilish. Remember Billie Eilish? So many people complain.
Oh.
Yeah, where they show the diagram. They show the diagram like it's very close. You know, like this is the seats, this is the stage, this is the more seats or the standing queue. Then they buy the seat one because the seat one looks okay. Then when they actually buy it, go to the space. Have you seen? Do you know how big a stadium is, right? So you imagine you're in a stadium, you're in the stadium seats. Billie Eilish is like very tiny, like in the middle of the thing, and then they paid like what, at least 400.
400 just for the further seats.
I think it was like at least 300, 400. Sometimes organizers themselves are scammers.
That one, I think I've seen the news about it because a lot of the fans were not very happy about it because it wasn't a good representation of the looks of it.
Yeah,
like
the scale.
Yeah, the scale was not representative of what the actual experience is. So it really sucks for the fans. They really got cheated by the organizers so hard.
Yeah.
I hope it's not the same situation for this Coldplay. Like I really do hope.
I really hope so too. Also, honestly. But I heard it is the same organizers though. If I'm not wrong, it is the same organizers though. Because the one for Billie Eilish was a very popular one, if I'm not wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, the one that did for Billie Eilish, Malaysia concert organizers. If I'm not wrong, they were the same one. What is it called? It's called Live Nation. Okay, right, Live Nation. Right, let's go look at Coldplay. Let's go at Coldplay. Live Nation. Yeah, Live Nation.
It's exactly the same organizers also. Okay, I hope for the best for those who bought the tickets. Seriously, hope for the best, dude.
Let's hope it does nothing like comes back again lah. Yeah.
Do you think the organizers themselves scalp their own tickets so they can just sell higher?
Scalp their own tickets. I don't know. I think the risk of them getting caught far outweighs the benefits. Because I think that already is like classified under fraud or something. And then if you go fraud, right? Gone lah. If the organizers themselves do it,
if they get caught,
that isn't that like just like fraud straight up, and then like you go jail, right? No, that's what I would assume.
No, that's if they get caught. But then again, I wouldn't really discount them not doing it, because you need someone like I guess at that point you probably need someone like a third party to be able to like be what do you call that, supervise or jaga lah. If not, it's what Raven says is true. So organize that. Actually, there is a door, or there is an opportunity for organizers to just steal their tickets and then keep it to themselves.
I mean, like a lot of these organizers, they most probably have like a special, like their own set of tickets, don't you think? Like because they work on it.
Yeah,
that one I'm pretty sure.
I was assuming the intention was to make more money. And it's not about like having their own tickets.
Oh, okay. But I'm pretty sure they have their own tickets. So if let's say they want more, possible.
I mean, tak silap aku, usually these concerts they actually ask for your IC and stuff, so it actually is on the ticket, right?
Could be.
If I'm not wrong, yes, because I remember Shawn Mendes. Like I went to Shawn Mendes once back in 2019. I had to give my IC and stuff. So
you buy a ticket from a reseller, from a scalper?
I never understood how that worked. Honestly, I never understood that work, because usually when they see the IC and everything, they have to like, oh, okay, what's your IC? That's how some people try to fight back the whole reseller scammer stuff, scalper stuff. So yeah,
it's a way, I guess.
I mean, that's for us in Coldplay, and how we think that Coldplay is, well, I will never buy a Coldplay ticket. You'll never buy a Coldplay ticket, a concert ticket. You also, you will never go to a concert. Period. So I guess I'll just ask this one between me and you. Okay, so Coldplay is not one of those things, and you already know like what has happened previously in the past. So what kind of artists would you take the risk for anyway, if they were to suddenly just announce that they're coming to Malaysia?
For me, I guess for my group of artists, the ones that I know, they're like much smaller than Coldplay. At least from what I understand, they're much smaller than Coldplay artists. So like, actually this Sunday, if you have heard of Horn,
Horn?
Yeah, Horn, Honne. They're coming to KL.
Actually, that sounds very familiar. I think I listened to one or two.
They have a few very famous songs like Day One, Location Unknown. So like these kind of artists, I'm pretty sure not many know. I mean, they are still famous. Like undoubtedly, these groups are still very famous. But this Sunday, I still actually will go to their concerts because I enjoy their songs. So like we actually have one. I'm going to a concert this coming Sunday. It's at by Horn at I don't remember the location, but that kind of artists. Like certain artists that I really like for example, another one is called Leve. Those ones I would definitely 100%, I wouldn't hesitate to buy and go. Because these artists, they also like Coldplay. They come from US or they come from Europe. They are not going to come here often. So, of course, I'm going to spend money and go.
Especially Malaysia, of all places. Malaysia is always skipped out, you know?
Yeah.
When it comes to concert.
Like for example, the one that I was very, very sad about was the one... there was actually a concert by this artist called Leve. She's out of nowhere. She announced that she was suddenly having an Asia and Australia tour. And then there was this one part where she actually announced that she will be having a concert in Singapore. Singapore.
Was that the one you talked about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I talked to Willie about it, and I was like, oh my god,
Sudden.
she's in Singapore. And it was so sudden. And I actually was strongly considering to go for it and in the end, by that time, and in the end, yes, I will go for it. But by the time when I wanted to buy, ticket already sold out. And because like okay, fun. So a fact about it was it's in Singapore, but honestly, from Malaysia going to Singapore, not an issue. You can take a bus down the road and then get your passport, go right through. It's not an issue over there. Then finding a place to stay. Can definitely look for relatives and stuff like that, because I think I have relatives who are in Singapore that I can ask. If not, I can ask friends as well. So, and yeah, I'm not planning to stay that long, so I just want to go to the concert and then come back. So after I even asked Willie about it, because I was Willie was comparing it to Whitney Houston. Like if Whitney Houston ever came to Malaysia out of nowhere, will he go? Then he said yes, because the reason behind that is because this kind of artists, they don't usually organize tours that come out of very far from where they establish themselves. So like for example, the artist Leve, she usually performs in US. So there is no way that she will come to Asia often. So yeah, why not just go for it? And in the end, he convinced me to go after our hackerspace swimming session. And then after that, so there were some banking issues on that side that I wanted to try and get settled as soon as possible. But yeah, it didn't work out in the end because I missed on the tickets and I was so sad after that.
How fast did the tickets sell out?
It wasn't as fast as Coldplay, definitely. It was actually it started selling at 10 in the morning. And it was, by the time that I wanted to buy, I think it was 10 p.m. at night. So
that's a whole 12 hours.
Whole 12 hours. Because I was like, because this will be my first time going overseas to another concert, and I would actually be digging into my savings also if I'm doing this. So, but then again, I wouldn't mind because her tickets were not like the cheapest ticket in Coldplay was $287. This ticket to her concert in Singapore was about $260.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it was, and
Oh.
it's just a single type of ticket. So you just go there and yeah, you can enjoy like those venues are like the small nice type one venue, not like Bukit Jalil, not like Stadium Bukit Jalil. But in the end, yeah, I didn't manage to get tickets, and I was pretty down about it lah. Like I was like, damn. Like really even told me like next time if this happens, just ask him for help. He even offered to help. But then like next time like by the time I told him about it, then he said, yeah, you should have just told me. Because by the time actually that day after dinner, there was still time to get it. But I by the time I went back home and then I realized my debit card doesn't allow transactions overseas.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was the issue.
I didn't activate it.
I see.
Because you usually need to activate it and quickly. So by the time I activated it, and I wanted to buy it, and I was like, already dah habis the ticket. So I was like, man, sucks.
Oh man, that is actually so sad.
New people here. Oh, hello, Sumida.
Sumida.
Sumida was at Dean's just now. I just saw him. I was just done with dinner just now.
You went to Dean's for dinner?
I actually do eat at Dean's often because I come to uni every day. What?
And I also like I just came from Dean's.
I ate at around like 7:30.
What's with this Dean shit, bro?
No, okay lah. Fair enough. Dean's.
It's not that high in the list of like good mamats. I do agree, but like
it's not the best food, but I go there because I just want to fill up my stomach.
yeah.
I remember the last time I went there, and I ordered like a dish, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like a common dish. I think it was pataya or something. And then a group of the friends of the owner, they brought their children here. Were you there? Was it you who was over there while I was doing it?
I know. Yeah. I was with you. I was with you.
And then what happened?
So basically, I've been waiting like 30 minutes. 30 minutes for pataya. And I kept looking at the counter, right? Okay. And they had like a few like dishes of pataya. Then I was like so ready. Oh shit, I'm gonna eat this thing. Sorry, pardon. And
first slip up's okay.
And they asked me to wait. And then they gave those pataya dishes to the children, to the family, to their friends. Yeah. And I had to wait another 15 minutes. So with that alone, I've never went to Dean's ever since.
Were you like on the way to the counter and then suddenly, oh, ni bukan you punya bang?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that time it was right before Hackerspace session also. It was a Tuesday.
Really?
Yo.
Yeah, and then I was late.
Yeah.
Raven, Naga said hide it.
Oh, wait. Hey, Naga.
Hey, hello, Naga. But yeah, that was the thing, you know, like, yeah, we both, I took the nasi kandar so I didn't have to wait. But you waited for like 30 minutes and then...
That is literally the biggest reason why I always go for the nasi campur every time. Because the gamble that you put when you order for something and you're on time, right? And you have a time limit. Whereas the second you order for something, it can range from like a regular 10-15 minutes to like half an hour, 40. I just don't get it.
No, maybe they don't have enough cooks, so that's why. But
and I think they cook in batches. That's why some are earlier, some are slower.
Yeah. But for Raven's case, that day was very unacceptable. Like they just straight up cook for the whole family first. The either the owner's family or someone they know for sure .
Yeah.
It's very obvious that they got their dishes way earlier than everyone did. Even though like Raven, who ordered before that, ordered first. So it was so unfair. He was just like waiting, and then in the end, like, screw this, seriously. In the end, he still got his dish, but yeah, this sucks, honestly.
So would you then recommend Haji Tapa instead?
I mean, like ever since I've never really ordered a food from the counter anymore, so I just go for the nasi kandar in Haji Tapa. I eat there sometimes, very rarely though.
My girlfriend never wants to eat at Haji Tapa. Well, she still does, like once in a blue moon or something. But the reason she like really slowed down is because whenever she's like on the way there, she would notice that there's literally birds going onto the nasi kandar like makan-makan.
Exactly, I agree.
And then when she walks in, then only the pakcik counter, he looks at it, he's like, oh, someone's coming in. Shoo, bird, shoo.
Yeah, I saw that. Also, I never took nasi kandar from there anymore. I just ordered their goreng because I saw that first time ever. I was like, I'm never eating their nasi kandar anymore. It's like birds literally fly in and eat the chicken. You know those fried chicken crumbs. They start pecking and eating it.
I've never seen them doing it because I think usually I go there.
Maybe when you go there,
hours.
yeah, when you're going during rush hours, yeah, you don't see that. But during non-rush hours, right, when there's like no one, like 3-4 o'clock like that, when there's no one, then that's where you see it. The birds literally just fly in from the door, from the main entrance, go straight to the nasi campur, and then start standing at the banana leaf next to the banana leaf that is on top of that is like at the fried chicken area lah. And then they just start packing it.
Just start eating it.
I saw that, I was like,
my girlfriend never wants to eat that much ever again.
At most, I will eat their goreng because at least up till now, I haven't seen dirty stuff for the goreng yet.
Well, luckily I didn't get any bird flus yet.
Yeah, but I'm never eating their nasi campur ever again.
Oh, no.
Ever. I'm never eating
Great.
that.
Now Raymond's never gonna eat that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go there anymore.
I mean, like Haji Tapa was one of the more famous areas over in campus for like a lot of like rats and stuff like Ratatouille.
Before they were here, they were in FCM, and back when it was in FCM, it was good.
I think the time in FCM was a lot better than now. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but there back in FCM, I was willing to like eat the nasi kandar or buy the food there almost all the time.
FCM back when it was still in FCM, and I still call it FCM Cafe back then. It was actually good. Like it was like decent, like cheaper than Dean's, and the food was actually better. So I never went to Dean's after that.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, but then now that they moved here, I don't know. It just sucks.
Change of management, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Can't tell.
Rest in peace, Delicious. I miss, I miss Delicious.
I don't miss Delicious.
Really? Why?
Okay,
too expensive.
fair. Yeah, too expensive. Dude, come on. Their price for like decent food is like at least 10 ringgit already, and then the portion is not even that big. I eat a lot, even though I'm kind of skinny, but I can't, like, it's just way too small for me. I ate it. I was like, I don't know what I should feel about this. But yeah, after they closed already, right? After that, then that's when Haji Tapa moved in lah.
It was during the whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh yeah. Speaking about on a different topic, right? Have you guys seen the new game, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom?
I actually haven't checked out, but I do know that you can build stuff now, right?
Oh, then you've seen the memes lah.
Yes.
Okay, so
I've already saw like actual penises. I can say it, yeah. I already saw people building like actual penises. Like
I think I saw the first one. The first things that I saw was related to, what was it? Was it something? Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Naga said, I usually grab mee goreng from Dean's, but now that it's been months since you went to Dean's, why'd you stop going to Dean's, bro? What's your story?
Just don't go to Dean's, dude.
What's your story, bro?
Dean's, I don't order goreng if there's too many people. I just straight up go nasi campur and then just screw it, I'm out.
But yeah. Right.
But yeah, anyway, about Zelda.
Okay, so regarding that, so I didn't know that the game actually implemented, because I never watched a single trailer for the games because I don't want to spoil myself.
But you're playing it already?
No, I don't have Switch, so I see the gameplays later on, and then oh my god, if you go on Twitter right now, if you go on Twitter and you look for Tears of the Kingdom hashtags or anything regarding Legend of Zelda right now, it is a mayhem because I think because of the function that lets you build your own vehicles. What they have is this mechanic that apparently allows you to craft your own vehicles or something like that. So it allows you to basically traverse the world in like your own self-built car with their own battery to shoot guns and something like that, shoot cannons and something like that, right? So I didn't know about this. So I thought, okay, that's interesting because you craft your own vehicle. It's like there was this game called, what was it, Dead Rising. there was this other zombie games that allowed you to craft your weapons and stuff like that. So I thought,
Dead
this,
Island.
huh?
The island.
No. Yeah, Dead Island is one of it. There's another one
Dying
called
Light.
Dying Light. Also, there is one, but there's one that really took it to the next level. Was Dead Rising 3. I think.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that
Dead
one.
Rising.
Yeah, Dead Rising 3.
Yeah, Dead Rising 3
The one
was
with the mall, right?
Yeah,
You're
no,
in the mall?
the mall was the first game, but the third game was the one that they did open world, and then you can like craft vehicles and all that. So imagine now crafting vehicles. You turn it to even more bare bones. Like you actually have to get like wood to craft your vehicles and stuff like that. And then so I saw it on Twitter first. So there was this one thread going on. This person started building like normal catapult, like normal ramming machine, normal ramming vehicle, like those cars that you ram the castle gate, but in a stick, like the tip of it is a stick. And then so okay lah, normal basic things. And then it slowly progressed downwards towards like urban warfare like that. So it started off. So it started with ramming vehicles, right?
Yeah.
Like the most like traditional ramming vehicles. And then it started off with a moving car, like a rolling car that can move on, like roll, and then you can shoot guns on it. Okay, that's a pretty good innovation. And then after that, it just started getting progressively modern. Like, okay, you have ramming vehicle, a car that starts shooting, and then after that you start to have like automated guns. Automated guns, like you just need to sit on the car, or you can just shoot it, activate it from afar, and then the car will just start running on its own or something like that, and then it will start shooting the enemies. And then then at first I thought, okay, yeah, cars and tanks, okay, fair, those are pretty cool. And then apparently you can actually start building aircrafts as well. So people actually start building planes that actually can fly, and then they started building bombers. They jump straight to bombers, and then like Legend of Zelda, you see Link flying on a plane and then start to drop bombs on the enemy. Just straight up wipe out the whole enemies in crowds like that. You can search it up on Twitter, like the threads, right? It's just amazing, dude.
Yeah, the system is very versatile, I guess.
Yeah, extremely versatile.
I remember I seen that on the second day of release on Zelda, but the first day was all about pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. In one day.
Two sides.
I did see the one that I saw was he shot the penis and the penis start shooting fire and then exploded.
Yeah, something like that. But on the
So
second day,
dumb.
they just like went full civilization mode and then made every possible warfare craft.
Yeah,
possible.
it's like Minecraft.
What?
I mean, at this point, it's just like Minecraft already, It's like, damn, it's just amazing, dude. So like the ones, then later on, I was like, wow, this is just amazing. This is easily Game of the Year material right there. Just for the memes,
Straight
it's
up.
strong enough. Then later on, I saw like there was this one person, I think a friend of mine shared it. He made like, apparently you can make barbecue devices. So imagine like the most normal barbecue device. Now automate everything with the power of Tears of the Kingdom. So he somehow managed to crucify the enemy on on like something like a roller, and then when he activates some mechanism, it will just shoot fire constantly, and then it's like, and then the enemy will keep spinning on the stick, and then the fire will just start burning it. So it's like straight up BBQ on the spot. That was like amazing gameplay right there, dude.
People.
Yeah.
I used to go whenever I love when game developers just give the chance for their players to like do whatever they want. Always these kind of things. The silliest damn things.
I think I saw one comment that I did see. It was called Legend of Zelda: Tears of My Enemies, dude. It's a good description. Good. It's actually a perfect description for that. I would agree. Like it's really Tears of the Enemies, because the fact that people are blowing up the enemies like urban warfare is a good description.
The enemies are like primates, They're just chilling with their sticks. And they start bombing from
I remember Breath of the Wild, they even introduced like robots, like giant robots that you are supposed to fight.
They
right.
just shoot lasers and stuff.
Yeah.
I know that one.
And this is like the tables have
Big
turned.
step, bro. This is such a big step, bro.
I don't know. I never played the Legend of Zelda, the new releases of the Legend of Zelda games yet, because proprietary Nintendo proprietary rules.
True.
They don't let you play anything unless you
Exactly.
have a Switch.
Exactly. I really hate
Yeah.
that, honestly.
Yeah. So I if I would play, I would play this kind of games just for the memes. It's just too good. Too good to play.
Just download. Sorry, just don't download an emulator called Yuzu. You know, just don't download the emulator called Yuzu. Check it out. You know, a Switch emulator that's illegal.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely. Oh my god. Speaking of emulators, I used to have this Visual Game Boy Advance emulators. Those
What, you probably use My Boy, is it?
Game Boy, the Visual Game Boy
my
Advance.
Like the ones, there was really popular one inside the iOS and Play Store for the phone. It's like My Boy or something.
Something like that, yeah, it's similar. So, but my one was I played on like Windows at time, so it was similar to that. You just run it on Windows lah. And then I remember playing a lot of games back then. The emulators, those were really fun. Like the most classic games.
Yes, I like. Obviously, I cannot like go and buy like the console now. It's like so hard to find. Second of all, it's gonna be quite expensive lah for what it is. Might as well just go on emulating, but you know emulating's illegal, so yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I remember when I was like really young. One of the first games I played was Pokemon on an emulator.
Same.
Of course, definitely same.
Yeah.
I think the first time I've seen my family member, who was it? I think it was my brother or my elder brother or my elder sister. They were very into Pokemon at that time, and then they played this. What was it? Pokemon Leaf Green, I think it was called. Pokemon Leaf Green, and then there was the one with your starter was Torchic or something. Later on, they played
That's
this
the
too.
Generation 3.
I don't know which generation.
I forgot
Yeah.
Generation 3 is which one, but yeah. continue.
Yeah, so yeah, back then that was when we were first exposed to those kind of emulators also.
Ah, I see.
It was just like best moments, man.
Mm-hmm.
So don't remember what exactly was the name lah, but yeah. Well,
I mean, I'm interested to check it out. Hold up. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Yeah.
yeah, that's the one.
Ruby,
Should be that's
Sapphire,
the
or
one,
Emerald,
yeah.
whichever. Yeah. Okay. Right. We've been talking for a long time. So
long?
it's been 40 minutes.
Oh, 40 minutes already.
Wait,
yeah.
really?
Yeah. It's been 40 minutes. So we will go on a short break real quick, guys. So
Yeah, alright.
and we'll come back after the short break. Thank you for listening. This is Radio MMU, your ultimate multimedia dunes, and see you after the break. Bye bye. Be right back.
Bye.
Bye.
Back.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want. person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, now I'll find you in my dreams. My heart rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, now I'll find
Hello. Welcome back to Radio MMU, your ultimate multimedia tunes. Okay, once again, hi, welcome back. I am DJ Spidey, accompanied by
DJ Raven.
and with our guest.
Ian.
Okay, so what were we talking about before the break again? We were talking about emulators and etc. Yeah.
Games, yeah. Games and emulators, there are definitely legal methods of playing.
Definitely legal methods. Make sure you.
Okay.
I mean, some things. What do you? I mean, I would say emulators are the way to go when it comes to like these consoles that are no longer existing, right? Like, what's a good non-existent console?
A good what? Sorry.
What is a non-existent console that was really popular back then, but now it's like practically nowhere, so you have to emulate if you want to play on it. Any games from it? N64.
GameCube.
GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
Can.
PSP.
CDI.
Oh, PSP is not that old.
PSP can. I would agree with PSP.
PPSSPP, yeah. Previously.
That was a mouthful. Yeah, actually, I forgot that thing existed.
I still use it now, you know. Like, it's still in my laptop right now. I use it to play a Gundam game.
Oh my.
It's good, yeah, but yeah, I never really thought about who would emulate this kind of old games, like old game consoles though.
You know, apparently the process of emulating is like quite hard. Have you tried seeing like you should check it out. You should check out how to emulate a video game, and then you can just see like the process that it takes to emulate a video game. It takes some amount of effort. Surprisingly, a lot more amount of effort than I expected. I can tell you that. But yeah, it's very interesting to see the kind of things that these guys go through, because obviously when you want to emulate, they have to have the original copy first.
Mm-hmm.
Then only they can send it. It's kind of like pirating, you know. It's kind of like pirating.
Yeah,
Actually,
it
not
is,
kind of. It is pirating. It is pirating, but for actual educational purpose. For some people, when it comes to emulators.
They are learning. It's part of the education.
Yeah, you're learning how video games work, you know? Yeah, dude.
Nah, it's just emulating games.
Yeah, who's one kind? Raven, my idol.
What? One kind.
Whoa!
Wait, I'm sorry.
One more, and you're gonna be paying 1 ringgit to the swear jar.
Huh? Seriously?
Wait, really?
There's a swear. I have a swear mug, just for fun.
I didn't know there was a swear mark here. Okay.
I mean, like, I'll give you like a 3 strikes kind of thing. And you're not a member, so I don't mind.
Technically,
You are, but you haven't been.
I was
You're
here
a
in
guest.
2020.
You're a guest today.
Yeah. Okay.
You're a guest today.
I'll be careful. I'll be careful, I guess.
Okay.
Chill, it's fine.
It's okay. It's not like it's normal, right? It's not normal for you, right, Raven? It's normal for him, right? It's normal.
Oh yeah, actually, let's talking about like the people that we know. I think most of the people in Hackerspace last Tuesday. Azrul, you weren't here last Tuesday, but basically we had this meet and greet session.
Mm-hmm.
We actually had quite a lot of people who came, a lot of freshies, foundation students that came. So like those who are interested to join Hackerspace with us, there's actually quite a large number of them. Surprisingly,
Your advertisement worked, dude.
yeah,
When you went to that class, when you went to release a critical thinking class, I think.
it
Yeah.
worked. It really was.
I mean, technically, we also explain a lot about Hackerspace and stuff, man.
You mean
And
in critical thinking class?
Yeah, like right after
Yeah,
we finish,
we really
he'll
would do
usually
that.
cut in and explain more about it.
Yeah.
I
We
see.
really did that for my class too. It was like, oh guys, I want to tell you guys about this super secret society.
He taught you last time. is it?
Yeah, but super
Yeah,
secret
during
society.
foundation.
This is Hackerspace, blah blah blah, blah. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. I'll come in for like a few sessions, and I did. Now the biggest, like, of course, the first time, the first week after you give the advertisement thing, it's gonna be a lot. So
Yeah.
we'll see next week.
Yeah,
I hope a lot stay. Honestly,
next
guys,
week.
I think Hackerspace is a very neat club, very
Yeah.
like nice club to be like hang out and everything, that kind of stuff. At the very least, I always come for the swimming. Tuesday I'm quite busy.
It's
Tuesday nights
fine.
are quite busy. Yeah. I can only come Wednesdays now.
It's okay.
But what about the like? You just want to tell me that there's a lot of people, is it?
How many people turned up? 18 20.
Yeah, there was 18 people who signed up came, and then there was like an additional of 3 whom people dragged in who has never signed up. So there was
Randoms,
like 22 new people, and then with the old members, the room is like basically packed. There wasn't enough chairs, and we had to take more chairs from the other room.
Still the FCM place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was hopefully no, we'll have to see because like if more people actually do come back, then it's actually a pretty good thing also. I mean,
I really wonder, to be honest, because
Yeah.
Space is, like I said, a cool place.
It'll be hard to scale
bigger.
the venue though.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're definitely
hi,
much
you
harder
can
to
sit at
scale,
the side
yeah.
there.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
But yeah, it's a pretty hard place to scale it up because our venue
It
is
is a classroom.
unless we go to like those lecture halls in but that's
I mean-
kind of sucks honestly.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
Kind of sucks like if we go to those lecture halls that the tables can't even stand properly. if you probably get what I'm saying, yeah. So
Dude, I hate those tables, bro.
yeah, but actually what Raven said is pretty true, right? It's actually pretty difficult to scale up the venue of our Hackerspace members, because it's it's still more or less a community place, not really that big also. So yeah, it's gonna be difficult to scale it up, but we'll see. Like we have more new members coming in. Who knows?
It's probably the ones who stay usually are just like around 25%. Like
Yeah.
who will stay and just be active.
But still,
Or even
25%
less.
of 20 people?
Yes. That's
I mean, if I'm not wrong, our batch is very little amount of people. Our batch, when we came in, it was only like 10 to 15, I think.
Yeah, I joined when I was in year 2, so it was very late.
That was during MCO, so there was like online classes and stuff.
Mm.
So it is slightly harder to
Yeah.
get new members, I believe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was hard for every single club, to be honest. But yeah, except for clubs that are already established and big,
Yeah.
Not to say already established, more like the talk of the town.
Just
per se.
big enough that people know
Like,
you.
Yeah, like Ors, Ors. ITIS is one of them.
CLS also, yeah, those are like well established one. Yeah, they can figure it out lah.
They can be inactive for an entire year. When the CSR comes in, people are still gonna come in, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think in comparison, Hackerspace should be able to work out just fine because, it's still doable.
I mean, there's
now.
always gonna be a new batch. Don't worry, I know that for a fact. There's always gonna be a new batch. Yeah.
We'll see.
No, I think can one. From what I see, the crowd that day, out of like maybe 18, 20 people, there were like at least 3 or 5 that were interested. So there's hope. Sorry?
I don't know if you have experienced this. Usually people who say they are interested, they won't necessarily come. They will just say they are interested just to satisfy you at that moment.
I know. I
And then
understand
they
that
don't-
part.
and then they don't come in next week.
Okay, that
I'm starting to not trust those who say I'm interested.
it's fine lah. Okay, I mean we have to take it at face value because we can't be saying like, I'm interested. No, you're just being sarcastic. No, we can't just call them out like that, right?
True, yeah.
What's your phone number?
Yeah. So, but it's fine lah. I mean, in the end, if they say yes, if they say yes, then they come back. If they say yes but they didn't come back, okay, that's fine too. Screw it. It's okay. So yeah, no worries about it.
So, anyways.
Yeah.
Wow. It's already like our time's ending. So I'm gonna like end it with like a very closing, somewhat deep question for like all of us, since this is one of the biggest things we have in common right now is how does it feel to be in like the final stages of college? Like these past 3 years just gone like that. 4 years for some.
Okay lah, not bad.
After this semester, no, after next semester, I'm gonna be gone. I don't know. I feel like melancholic.
Yeah, same.
I do feel sad, but I think I'm also quite sad because COVID kind of stole like 2 years of those. So like it didn't feel like I was in college for like 3 years.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because like when you started out in like foundation, like we had the same class together, right? And it is a different feeling. Like during online classes, I was just sleeping all the time. I didn't really go to clubs and stuff.
Same.
It's just going class and come back out, do assignments, sleep. That's all I did. And well, coming back is like coming back to physical classes and doing stuff like this. It's like somewhat fun, I guess.
Somewhat fun. Oh, you find it fun? I mean, like, I thought you didn't. Like, you were enjoying it during foundation. So like,
I mean like right now. I mean during foundation I was like really socially awkward and stuff like that, but I guess now it's different.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true.
Right.
Just, like, how does it feel like to finally, like, you're nearing the closing chapter stage of this part of your life, just gone like that.
So it is somewhat sad.
Melancholic, very melancholic, very sad. Like me trying to say goodbye to this club also as a president also makes you like,
It's okay lah.
But for you,
For
you're
me?
happy.
happy.
Made the best out of it lah, I guess. Cause to be fair, when I did back when I never really joined any club and societies back when I was in year 1 or so. I only started actively joining, I think when I was in year 2 also. That was when I first joined IT society activities and hackerspace lah. But hackerspace was kind of on at first and then off after that because it was online. I wasn't really interested in that. So I actually poured my effort, I guess, in 2 years. First year online and then second year offline, second year physical for IT society. So I guess I made the best out of it as much as I could with the situation. Yeah, we had COVID and all that. So yeah, I guess was I fulfilled? I wish I would have done more, to be more participative, to know more people. But yeah, we just live with it. I mean, even in this final semester, I still got to know new friends, like people from other faculties also, which is pretty good. I still really enjoyed it. And yeah, it was still pretty insane, I would say. But yeah, I still definitely hopefully can still keep in touch, that's for sure. Yeah, who knows? We'll see how that goes lah.
Okay lah.
Yeah.
Well, closing statement on that one. Nothing else we can say. Continue on with the. Just have to say goodbye. Time only marches forward.
Okay, that's true.
And I guess that will just conclude for the end of our particular session. Thanks again, Ian, for coming in. I'll probably drag you again when I drag Raven again, probably next week. Just for
Okay,
fun.
sure. I don't mind.
Maybe
I'm
we
free.
can drag Willy next time also.
Wow.
Up to you, honestly. I should be free all these times because I'm just at home at the library usually.
I still have FYP to do, so.
I mean, yeah, actually.
Same lah. Can lah.
Can lah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Really.
so once again, so for the last time this session, thank you guys for listening. We are RadioMMU, your ultimate multimedia tunes. I am DJ Spidey, accompanied by
I'm DJ Raymond.
and
Ian.
thank you guys once again for listening, and we will see you when we'll see you again lah.
Yep.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
click on webcam. We go find the button that says webcam.
Oh, okay.
Just to make sure. I'll lead.
You'll lead, please. Thank you.
Okay, just to double check. When I talk into this mic, do you see the little green thing? Does it go up as
Yes,
I talk?
it does
Okay.
go up.
Yeah, it does go up.
You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Hello and welcome back. This is Radio MMU, your ultimate multimedia tunes. I am back for another session, guys. Hello. And I am accompanied by two new freshy DJs. This is their first session, and they're very interested to try it out for the first time. How about first? Okay, so first of all, who are you? What's your name?
Hey, what's up, everyone? Name's DJ Michael, and I'm very excited to be here.
How about you?
Hey guys, what's up? This is DJ Adrian, and I'm very intrigued to be here. Yeah.
So, you're in Radio MMU, right? Okay, I'm a senior. I would like to ask, what brought you guys here?
What brought me here was actually my mom, actually.
Okay, what about you? Wait, how?
My mom is actually an alumni of MMU. I actually first knew about MMU from her graduation. She once told me how she was actually an alumni of the first batch, actually.
The first batch of?
The first batch of MMU, back in the 1990s.
It's just literally the first batch.
Yeah,
Oh,
one of the first batch, really.
Okay.
She also told me how she was actually pre-selected, but I feel like I really don't want to brag about this.
No, it's okay, man. It's okay.
But my mom was actually. I actually hope I heard this right. She was actually pre-selected by the government to be in MMU as like an experimental, like a trial course for MMU when it was first going to be a university. She, if I'm not mistaken, she was in the Cyberjaya campus, or was it the Malacca campus? It was the Malacca campus. Yeah. She was an alumni, and I was more intrigued on the fact that she was pre-selected by a government to be there. But I didn't really care for much about the university itself until like recently, when my dad told me to take like data science, and MMU had a course for it, and I was excited. I thought it was gonna be interesting, but over time, data science was just just so confusing. Just damn coding everywhere. I did not care for it. It's like you're staring at the computer screen and looking at numbers and weird digits. Got to be good at
Like
math.
miserable, you know?
Yeah.
Life is miserable.
Yeah, it wasn't fun for me.
I see.
But then my mom said, why don't we look at another course? And I found communication. One thing led to another. I'm now a foundation student. Just took the
In?
March intake this year.
Foundation in?
Communication.
Applied communication. So you're an FCC student.
FAC student, that is right.
How about you? Are you an FCC student?
Yes, I'm also an FEC.
Is your story as grand as his?
Huh?
is your origin story as grand as his?
No, man,
Please,
it's not
whoever's
as
listening to
grand.
this, I am not
Nothing-
bragging. It is just a
nothing
fact. Please do
spectacular.
not, chastise me or anything. This is just a coincidence.
No, man, it's nothing spectacular why I came here. I just came here because, after I got my aspirant results, I didn't know where to go. I was waiting for the UPU online to.
Oh, you're quite quiet. I noticed. Can you get closer?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know where to go, which university I want to study, and. Oh, okay. And I was waiting for the UPU. You know the UPU online. Yeah, for spam, and I did. I did got into a university, UITM, in business course.
Was that
Business
your choice?
studies.
Was that your first choice?
One of my choices. They advised us to pick 6 choices.
Was that number 6?
Yeah,
Is that choice?
technically that was number 6.
Because there's no
My-
way you will pick that as number one.
Because my first choice was mass communication. I
Oh,
really
okay,
love
okay.
mass communication. I'm very interested in this certain realm of studies and all that. But then I didn't get mass comm, so I was really upset. Really, that was the part. That time was a dark time for me. And then my parents keep pressuring me, like, "Oh, Adrian, go study UTM." You know UTM?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad advised me to go and study for information technology. For God's sake.
Yeah.
See IT also.
IT.
He's also
IT also.
IT data science.
And then I was like, oh my God. Like, really, like, he pressured me. And then I said, nah, but I'm not doing this. I'm just going to take a break for a while, you know. And then we wait for a few months. I was actually going to register for the last intake. Last year's intake. You know.
October intake?
Yeah,
last
October
year?
intake. October intake. And yeah, my father advised me, you know, Adrian, just take a break, okay? Next year, March intake. I was like, all right, fine. So I wait. I didn't do nothing. Yeah, I had a job once.
Oh wait, you had a job?
Nah, I tried
Oh,
because
you
my
tried.
job, I really wanted to work in a gym, but they were just not hiring people, you know, because I love to work out actually. Those are one of my passions. But then yeah, I just relax, bro. That's last year was like a honeymoon for me, just chilling, just don't care about anything, no worry about.
That's me after IGCSE. Like after IGCSE, you have no
Same,
school,
bro.
nothing. You just get to relax,
Especially
just
when
let it all out.
Oh yeah, while waiting for my SPM results, the week before getting my SPM results, yeah, that week sucks really.
I mean, a week before the results that decide your life.
Like really, my heart starts pumping for no reason. I tried to forget about it. I just started, doing something fun, like playing games, watch a movie, watch YouTube and all that. But then, it just
It's like
it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
It's like
Even
no
I tried,
matter what you try, it's always in the back of your head saying like, "You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail."
Results is next week. Be prepared.
I was like,
Thinking about that.
You're gonna die. What will your parents say when you got bad results?
would you like to repeat SPM? Yeah, that week was like hell for me, really.
Wait, just quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
Have your dad ever asked you like, are you nervous? Like, are you nervous about your results, Adrian? Have you ever asked that question?
Like my dad.
Yeah,
asked
your
me.
dad.
What kind of a father didn't ask the sons about that question? bro?
Because
Come on,
every
they
time my
always
dad,
ask.
literally, every time my dad asks me if I'm nervous when I'm about to get my results, his first question is, "Okay, abang, exam mana? Did all your exam go smoothly?"
Can we speak Malay?
And
Oh yeah, sure. Thank you.
okay, abang, did all your exam go smoothly? And I would answer, "Yeah, I mean, they were all right. I could do it." And you know what my dad said? Then what I have to be worried for? Kalau if it all goes smoothly, why should you be worried about my results? It goes smoothly, it's gonna get good results.
Bro, even I had nightmares during that week, bro. I had nightmares like, oh my God, I failed. Bro, 7 days straight, I got the same dream, bro. Can you imagine that? Yeah.
Well, can you relate? Can you relate on that?
Of course I did. Whatever you guys are going through right now, I've already went through it.
Yeah.
Everything. Oh, okay.
I mean, what I can expect from a senior,
Yeah, I mean, I've had the same exact week of before the SPM results came out, stressed out of my mind, etc. In fact, it was even more stressful because SPM results usually come out on like March 13th or 14th, right? My birthday's on the 15th, so like I better have some good results. I'm gonna have a really, really bad birthday.
Oh my God, your birthday is the same date as the SPM results.
Literally,
oh
right?
My God.
Right, either that or like
what
the day.
kind of symbolic coincidence
For
is
me,
that?
it was literally a day after. So like,
so you're like, yeah, happy birthday, yeah. Oh wait, besok you punya result. Oh, we have to be mean now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a terrifying thing, and I'm not gonna lie, the whole nightmare, etc. Even after you pass it, I'm already like, I'm 22. Okay, I'm already at 22. Once in a while, at least once a year, you would have like that kind of nightmare where you woke up late for an SPM paper.
Oh, that's like the worst nightmare.
Oh.
You will have that nightmare at least once in the entire year.
I think I actually had that kind of nightmare. Like,
Really?
I woke up. I had a nightmare when I woke up, and then it wasn't necessarily a paper, but it was my tuition punya apa. It was like my tuition. It's like, oh no, I'm late for my tuition, and then it turns out like I was also late for my paper at the same time. So I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna miss my paper as well. It's just a weird nightmare if I could remember.
I always hated like those kind of nightmares. It's always the same thing. It's never gonna go away. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm
I
just
don't
gonna.
know, guys. I had this dream. I always have this dream. You know, you're actually on an elevator, and we're trying to press one of the floors. You know, it doesn't work, and then it just sends you to a different floor.
The back rooms.
The back rooms.
You get sent to the back rooms.
Yeah.
And once you reach the back room floor, a weird sticky like black figure
No,
walks into the
no.
elevator with you.
I always have this kind of dream. I'm in an elevator trying to go to a floor, a random floor, and it sent me to a different floor, which is a very dark and scary floor.
You get that often?
Used to.
Used to. Oh,
Yeah.
so now no longer.
No
lah.
longer. I don't know.
Like,
Is it like a message or anything?
Yeah, do you think that's like some
Every
kind of
dream,
symbolic
everything
kind of
kind of has a
symbol? Yeah.
message behind it, you know.
something?
But,
But
it's just
The
so
thing is,
weird.
when I woke up, I was so relieved. I was like, yo, so glad I woke up.
Yeah, have you guys ever had that dream that just felt so real and it felt like it's gonna be a part of your life now? But then you wake up, you feel like, oh, okay, yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was just fake.
Yeah.
It's all fake. It's all fake.
Ma-
It's just a
many
dream.
times,
Just a
yeah.
dream.
It's normal.
I mean, I kind of get the same thing, but then like I would get like the dream would be something that I really want, and then like I woke up and I
and
get
then you woke
depressed,
up.
and I'm like,
that's the
It's not
opposite
real.
of the point I made.
it's not real. Yeah,
Okay.
I would get those kind of dreams instead.
I don't know. Anyway, what's your faculty and what course are you taking?
I'm actually in final year right now.
Final year.
I only have this semester, next semester. Yeah, next semester, and then afterwards I'm done. I'm currently taking faculty. I'm currently in Faculty of Computing Informatics, yeah, FCI.
Oh, the FCI.
And my degree is computer science,
Computer science.
software engineering.
Oh,
And,
so do you know a thing or two about data science?
Of course I do.
Please tell me, because I was too bored to even think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, data science in all aspects is literally like, it's more of like, do you have the ability to like read data and understand data like at a high top-notch level at the very least. That's about it. I mean, I'm not in the major, so I can only give you like surface level stuff because that's what I did.
Just
so
surface level stuff is good for me.
MMU life. For
Yeah.
how many
I'm
years?
pretty sure,
you
I'm pretty
studied?
sure it's like 3.
It's
you've
been foundation plus 3. Yeah, it's gonna be like 4 years.
Wow,
How
4
was it?
years.
How's the experience here?
I mean, you already know COVID stole 2 years of that.
Oh,
You already know
sucks.
COVID already stole 2 years of that. So like,
sucks.
even if I was in college, uni for like 4 years, I was only like actually in it for like 2 years, so it didn't really feel like it. I was
that
literally in I was literally in uni for my first year foundation, and my final year. Yeah, and those 2 years in between. Yeah,
Let me guess, just a bunch of online classes and a bunch of failing.
Let me guess. You
no
didn't.
failing.
You didn't enter some of the class, right?
There must be a lot of blended lessons, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
No assignments.
Assignments a lot.
Oh.
They didn't.
Oh my god.
They kept giving so many assignments for online classes. It's weird because they obviously cannot do final exams anymore.
I mean,
Also,
Back then,
in the FAC, we usually get 1 hour assignments. Sometimes we get into group projects and we have to record stuff together. What do you do online? Do you how are you supposed to get together and record something together?
is it like a coding you need to do, like to create a website or something?
Okay, I'll tell you guys one thing. In FCI, I have not had an individual assignment for the past 4 years of my life.
Really? They're all group
Every
assignments?
single assignment I've had was
Group. Oh.
Doesn't matter.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And I hate it.
In your-
I absolutely hate it.
in your
Let me
prob-
guess, because there's always like group drama, like one person not contributing much, and there's always going to be
Nah, I
drama on,
mean,
like what's going to happen.
There's gonna
yeah,
be one of
a few of those
teammates
times.
where just doesn't care about assignments.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
It's
few
gonna
of
be-
those
it's always gonna be
times,
that
but
kind of person.
that's why like, you spend your first year, second year trying to figure out who's a good group mate and who's not, and then once you figure out who's a good mate, who's a good group mate, and who's not, you stick to that group mate. Your entire so okay. Don't think about any other person. Whenever you guys have a group project, you straight away just start going to the group mate. Hey, want to group up? Yeah, sure.
Especially when it
Every
comes to friends as well, because I've been here. I know I'm still new here, But I've been noticed like people that who are really want to be friends with me. I can just tell, I can just tell people. For example, by the way the body language, when the body language is towards me, they're really like interested, to talk to me. But when they were like, oh, his body language is in the other direction, and then their voice intonation, and then the way you talk, just one sentence, and that person doesn't click with you.
So you're just very perceptive.
Yeah.
It's like you could tell from a person just from a glance, which is actually very impressive. I'm always impressed like people who
my
like
father
this.
taught me that. Nothing much. It's just the basics. I'm actually planning to just analyze people by their body language, by their voice intonations, how they walk also.
Because I'm always impressed like those people that does like sign language, Sign language has to be very, very hard to do,
It's
like to
hard
try
to-
talking
It's hard
like,
to master. It's hard to learn.
it's like you don't even know what to do.
I mean, it's a whole language, but it's one of those things where you have to learn how to do it. Once you
Yeah.
learn how to do it, and then like, of course, when you were a baby and you started learning how to speak English and Malay, of course,
At first,
you're like
it's difficult.
Google Gaga,
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah,
just
Google
Google
Gaga.
Gaga.
But then again, you may learn English, but that's always the mother tongue that naturally speaks the language.
naturally.
Yeah.
yeah,
in
but
your
even then,
blood.
you still have to teach it. Sign language people, sign language is their mother tongue. Sign
But
language
here's
is their mother
here's
tongue.
something that I once heard that actually made me think: if babies were born deaf, what language are they thinking? Because think about
That's
it.
an interesting question.
Because they're deaf, you can't really teach a baby how to speak. And
They just use
what
sign
language does it
language.
speak?
They
How does it even
actually-
understand language?
I mean, I remember reading about that too. Majority of them, they just think in sign language, like they think of hands.
they think of hands.
They
Was
think
that
of the
Naruto?
hands doing that,
I'm kidding. Sorry.
But yeah, they just think of hands. They just think of the actual sign language.
Normal people think of just do simple signs to communicate with deaf people. Anime weaves, you're like, Kato.
Come on. Come on, man. But yeah, I think that really is all there is to it. It's just of course, like right now you look at sign language and you're like, man, that's like so hard. How do you speak it? But like, have you seen like translators live?
Oh,
live
on the
sign-
news? That's
Yeah,
what.
the
That's
News is one
Yeah.
thing, but have you seen them in like concerts?
Must
Oh,
be
bro.
kidding.
I once saw one doing for Rap God, dude. Like Rap
Wait,
God.
you mean the
Yeah,
really?
How did he sign language that? That has to
How though?
like could you like here's what I'm thinking like hey dude.
Man, they can.
There's no way. I need actual
They must have
proof.
made a lot of money doing that,
Oh, he must have like
Yeah.
how's it not blown up? Like imagine doing sign language at that kind of speed.
On the news, they must have made a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
I mean, an interpreter. Well, I would say so. I would say yeah. I'm not entirely sure why a deaf person is actually at a concert, but they get hired. They get hired.
What do you mean they get hired?
The interpreters are.
Oh no! I talk about like if
Do you
like,
think
why
that-
would like a deaf person come to a concert? You know,
You
and I'm like,
yeah, you can't even listen to anything.
yeah.
The-
I mean, they feel the
But-
vibrations.
But again, if they see the interpreter and they're doing sign language, what they're gonna be like, okay.
They feel the vibrations. They
Yeah.
feel the vibrations.
Yeah, kind of felt bad for them,
I mean, it's a whole facet of life that you're missing. Yeah, sure. But some of these people that are deaf, they it's very interesting. If you try it, there's this group of like deaf people that are that they think being deaf is a gift, and that they if you give them the choice to not be deaf, they wouldn't take it.
I
Because-
mean,
Really?
yeah,
that I
because
don't want
why
to
is
get to
that?
the realm of
it's like a very elitist kind of mentality, like, actually.
and this is just a joke. But if they were deaf, one good thing is that they don't have to hear the bullshit that's going on in the world all around right now. They don't have to hear like Karens blowing off their minds on like oh
They can still read lips, so
they can read lips. But at the speed, okay, try to read. Imagine yourself as a deaf person and read these lips. How dare you? I'm gonna call the police. You think I'm gonna stand with this is offense? I'm gonna. Do you think they're gonna read that? They're not gonna read that.
Have you seen how fast they can read lips?
Oh, I like to see how fast the deaf person
Have
can
you
read
seen how
lips.
fast they can read lips?
That's a unique skill, you know. Not many
That's-
people can do that.
I mean, if they can read lips fast, then I'm actually impressed. Like,
yeah,
good for
yeah.
them. Good for them.
Good for them, bro.
Yeah, because I can't read lips that fast. It's like
I mean, you don't need to.
it's not that you don't need to, but I
you
feel
don't
like
have to.
people
You don't
need to
need to.
like understand. Like if you have a talent that's actually unique to yourself, then that's something that only you can do, and that makes yourself unique. You get what I mean? It's like those people. Like again, if they could read lips fast, that's extraordinary. That's like unique to them.
Yeah, but like a lot of deaf people actually do that.
Yeah,
That's how a lot of deaf people can actually talk. They
That is
read
true.
lips and then they actually say what they make the same mouth movement. That's why deaf people, when you see, you know how some deaf people they talk, but they don't sound right
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
and have you guys seen
because
Family?
they can only see how it moves, right?
Have
They
you
can
seen
read the
have you guys seen Family Guy? If
Oh, no,
you
no, please
for
don't.
those who like watches Family Guy, you
Ah,
would know
please
like
don't,
the place where Peter works. He actually has a coworker named Stella who is actually deaf, but the way she talks is like, I don't know.
They don't sound they don't sound quite right.
Yeah.
That
But
kind of
she
stuff.
she moves her hands, yes, but she also speaks in like that I'm not sure. You need that like you can't really understand that much. It's
I mean, just it's one of those things where you just have to like spend time actually talking to them, and then you get used to it. You know.
hey, if you can talk to them and if you can do sign language, if you can, then there's really no problem that needs to be stirred up. You know.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But yeah, I would say like just deaf people are extraordinary people. No, going back to the whole deaf people, there's like this elitist community. They have this. Some of them have a very elitist mentality that deaf people who are deaf is a gift, and then even if I once saw it before, like a news report that says like, this baby was cured of his deafness at like 3 years old or something, and then some of the comments actually go, why would they do that? Blah blah blah, and I'm like,
You
really?
Wait.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Everything he just said just now, take that out of context. Deaf people think that being deaf is a gift.
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
Take
Oh.
that out of context.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine. I mean,
But going back to what you were saying, that's where I kind of not necessarily draw the line, but they need to know like boundaries. You know, I mean, sure, being deaf is something unique to you, but don't take it upon yourself to say, oh, it's a gift, because you might delude yourself to thinking that you're better than
You're-
everyone else.
You're special. You're unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being
You're more superior
special-
to others.
There's a I wouldn't say a fine line between unique and special. Tapi they also need to understand, like, they're still human. They're the same as all of us, and that's something I'm ashamed of. But that's something that not many people can understand nowadays. Like most people, they don't really. It's like they don't even know, like, we're literally the same. We're the same on the same ball of water that's floating in space, and yet the only thing that separates us is A, classism, B, money, C, corporate companies. I hope I'm not going too in depth with this controversy.
isn't money and classism the same thing?
Yeah, they could be classified the same thing. What about capitalism? I feel
Same thing.
Capitalism.
Yeah. But again, that kind of proves my point. We're all the same. It's just we let an object and
Don't forget skin color as well.
which is sadly racism.
Yeah. It's
But
racism.
again, we're literally the same. It's just we're separated by an object or an ego or propaganda. We let that separate us.
Separate us.
But if we go all the way back, we're literally just the same. And most people cannot grasp that, And even if we're the same and we're unique in our own ways, those unique people, they let that,
Ego.
special and that ego into their head, and that further deludes themselves into to thinking they're better than everyone else, because they themselves, although this seems cliche, they themselves have been wronged from day one. They have been wronged by society, saying like, oh, you're deaf, you can't do anything right, But then, when that deaf person has find meaning in life, but let the ego get into his head, that's when they think like, oh, I'm not gonna let these like money grabbing jerks tell me who I am. I'm gonna think that I'm better than them. And the problem just starts again. You get what I mean?
I think I do lah, to some extent. Yeah, I think I do. I mean, um, I think when it comes to losing one of your five senses, you do have a bit of a privilege of like you are a side effect unique, to be honest, because it is correct. You are different from everybody else, just in my opinion, not in a good way. Yeah. No, I mean like I'll never say deafness is a good way or like blindness, etc.
It's not necessarily a disability. It's merely just another challenge for someone. I've been told that life is merely just point A to point B to the finish, and it's not like it's gonna be one straight line. Think of being deaf or being blind as just one challenge or an obstacle in your way, and then after that, there are many other obstacles. Oh, you get bullied. You go to school. You
It's
get
easy to
bad
say that
assignments, you
life
get bad grades.
is a test
It's
for
a
all of
test
us.
For all of us,
Yeah.
really.
Doesn't matter who we are.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
And-
because at the end of the day, once the world ends, that's it. That's pretty much it. And although people will think like, oh, life is some people will think like life is meaningless or worthless, like those emo kids or whatever. I look at those and I pity them because YOLO, you only live once.
You only live once.
And sure, life may seem meaningless to you because you ran into a problem that you did not want to resolve. But you also need to understand, we're not cats. We don't live 9 lives. We only have one. So you have to make the most. Because one day when you die, that's it. You don't get to experience the things you want to experience. There are many things you want to experience in your life that that you have to work yourself to get to. A bucket list, you could say. Many people have a bucket list,
Their
and
life goals and all that.
yes. For example, mine, I've always wanted to go skydiving, bungee jumping, and also I'm pretty sure for all your anime weebs out there, I'm pretty sure the biggest bucket list on your list is finding the One Piece.
One Piece?
Yeah.
I don't watch One Piece.
So
Sorry,
No,
man.
no, no, no,
Sorry,
no,
sorry.
no.
So
What I'm
dumb.
saying is,
So dumb.
all those and no. From the 1990s till
So
now,
dumb.
whoever's been a fan of One Piece
So dumb,
are
dude.
still looking for the One Piece,
So dumb.
and that's the one. And
This is life.
I know it's life. I know it's life. But I'm saying, like, imagine from 1990 till now, those people who've died, they probably watched One Piece all their lives, and they died, and they never found the One Piece. The show never got resolved.
How many One Piece episodes are there?
1,000, and I think that's like over 1,000.
I think it's about 1,002. I
I'm
think
never
right now.
watching that.
1,000.
I'm never watching that from.
Trust
Like
me.
okay, I like no. Okay, honestly, do not even start watching it because
Yeah.
it's one of those animes where when you watch it, you start getting hooked. So you actually start watching
Addicted.
it.
Really.
It's funny you should say
So
that
you will
because
get dragged,
again, it's funny you say that because back at my high school, I swear to God, most of my classmates are like One Piece mega fans.
Oh
they
my God.
they low-key begged me. They begged me to watch the anime, and I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna sit back and watch like 1,000 episodes. I'm sorry. And you know what they told me? Come on, Michael. I watched One Piece nonstop, and it only took me 5 months.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna spend 5 months to watch an anime. I'm sorry. And they all be like, okay, fine, you're lost. I mean, don't try cutting the anime. It's not gonna work. You're gonna miss all the build up. You're gonna regret. I'm like, listen, the only anime I need is Black Clover. And Demon
Black
Slayer.
Clover?
I
Demon Slayer,
love
okay.
Black Clover. Black Clover's like my number 1 favorite. Demon Slayer, my third favorite.
What's the second?
What's the second then?
Blue Lock.
Oh,
okay.
Blue Lock.
I
Yeah.
love Blue Lock.
We always talk about Blue Lock in our room.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
How
And
did
you
you not
have,
pick it up?
any Blue Lock fans watching, comment. Any Blue Lock fans watching, please call out because I would love to have a talk about Blue Lock, honestly,
But we can go on and on.
about Blue Lock,
Yeah.
because sports animes. Any sports animes, I never won for sports animes. Like my sister loved Haikyuu, but I'm like, okay, fine. It's just a volleyball full of hot guys. That's it. But football is actually a sport that I'm actually interested in watching. But before Blue Lock was released, I never actually had any interest unless if it's the World Cup. Then sure. Then Blue Lock started blowing up. My sister told me to watch it
Because
and
of the World Cup.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's why actually Blue
That's why-
Lock got
That's why
popular.
it actually went viral. Yeah.
Yes, not only that, the fact that the
they actually
author
wore the jersey, right?
exactly. Not only that, they beat Germany. They beat one of the best leagues in Europe. No wonder it blew up, and no wonder Blue Lock got popular. If you think of that's one of the biggest coincidences, and I think the author Muneyuki Kaneshiro got very lucky on that success because that was the biggest coincidence he got. And what's even more, if I'm not mistaken, I think they even in one of the episodes they actually predicted their victory against Spain. They did. Like I think it was Japan 1, Spain 0. I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, when before Blue Lock, I was never really interested in football. I just thought like, oh, it's just it's like you shoot a goal and that's cool. But once I started watching Blue Lock, I started getting more into football and Messi, Ronaldo, all that stuff. And I started watching more of the World Cup, and it was honestly a great experience. I would say Blue Lock really opened my eyes to football, which is
Speaking of World Cup, this World
weird.
Cup is by far the best.
Exactly.
The
Japan,
best.
Saudi
best World
Arabia
Cup.
versus Argentina, Japan versus Germany, Japan versus
Yo.
Spain,
Yeah.
Argentina versus France. Yo.
Big guy,
Also,
big guy.
this is
Messi
like
I mean,
Goosebumps,
when I think of the FIFA World Cup, I just can't help but just remember the stupid VAR where the guy's butt was too big. It was offside. It was offside. I just can't remember. I just can't forget that one scene when the VR is it offside? Whoop the butt. Whoop. The edge of his butt. But yeah,
Also,
watching the journey of France, because I kind of like France. I kind of like Mbappe.
I'm more Messi. I'm quite a Messi fan.
Technically, I like both teams, but
Mbappe though.
Mbappe.
Hey, that's if you watch Blue
Mbappe
Lock,
carried the damn team, dude.
during
the finals.
He carried the damn team. He scored a hat trick. He scored a hat trick.
The NBA photo, no help. No help.
How old is he
In
right
fact,
now?
there was so many after the World Cup ended. There was so many TikToks of making fun of Mbappe, beating up like his like teammates in the locker room. What the hell's going on? And he started like berating the goalkeeper like, why aren't you doing your job?
And
Because of you, we lost the World
There's also
Cup.
a video, a meme that when Mbappe entered the locker room, looking at Messi, was like, piss off, total piss off. Yeah, like it's not the same anymore. They don't even click, don't even vibe anymore.
Oh my god, it's funny we're talking about like Mbappe when Blue Lock actually has a character for Mbappe in the
Oh
most.
yeah, you told me. Yeah,
Yes.
you told me.
And get this, they literally put his. Tell me if this does not sound like Mbappe. This Blue Lock character, he's 17 years old. He's making waves across the entire world. He joined the France national team.
Okay.
And he's one of the best forwards currently in the world that all football fans have their eyes on. And most of all, he has incredible speed. Incredible speed. And what's more, he has a buzz cut, just like Mbappe.
Yeah, that is so Mbappe.
And best of all, you know what's his name? Julian Loki.
Ah.
Listen, Julian Loki. That's his name. Now, Mbappe's name is Kylian Mbappe. Now, I'm going to say this name again. Julian Loki, Kylian Mbappe. Julian Loki, Kylian Mbappe.
He's trying his best to kind of
Can you
connect.
explain it, Michael?
Okay.
He's just saying the name sounds the same.
Yeah.
that's
So,
the
Julian-
basic. Just
So, Julian Loki. You take the Lian from Julian and you take the key from Loki and you put it together. Kylian Mbappe.
Oh my god.
I'm like, that is the best way to name a character, And if that's not and that's not based on Mbappe, I don't know what is based on Mbappe. Come on, you can't get more Mbappe than that. Other football superstars that are based in Blue Lock, some say like Kevin De Bruyne is based in Blue Lock somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne, but I'm not
Which
sure.
character? You don't know.
Tapi, have you ever heard of Manchester City Aguero?
Yes.
Aguero.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
yeah,
on, Who
yeah.
doesn't know Aguero? Come
know
on,
Aguero.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the more popular ones, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the Blue Lock characters is said to be like a master striker who's also nicknamed like the perfect hero, you know. And some people say like, oh, that could be Harry Kane because he's from Manchester City. But I'm like, but some people say Aguero for like a very good reason because the nickname for this Blue Lock character is the perfect hero, and Aguero is technically a hero who carried Manchester to victory. You know, his famous 93-20 goal. It was additional time, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. It was neck and neck, and this was Manchester City's last chance to win the Premier League. And Aguero shot a fierce goal. And the whole stadium went wild. In fact, at the start of the game, the whole stadium was for Manchester City fans, they were like crying, they were like getting very emotional, like so pumped up for their team. And I swear, the moment that Aguero took the goal, the whole stadium exploded. They were all going insane that Aguero took the dub. That's why he was called the hero, and that's why I think that's what this Blue Lock character is based off on. You know, the perfect hero. And the fact that there's a Manchester City forward that is a hero that saved Manchester City from that saved them from defeat. I think that's pretty cool.
Damn.
But there is one difference though. Aguero has black hair, and this Blue Lock character has like blonde hair.
Damn, I need to start watching Blue Lock. Maybe during Sam break.
Yeah.
I can't right now. I have so much assignments.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a lot of assignments.
If you see like bumps you guys with assignments,
Not really. I
Not
mean,
really.
I'm pretty sure we don't get assignments like
Yeah.
the FOE, FOM, or the FCI.
Like mid-semester, you started to yes, a lot of assignments. Right.
Yeah, there
We
are a
need
lot
to
of
tighten up,
assignments. Yes, but again, like your case, we barely got any individual assignments. Like most
Oh,
of
I got individual assignments. We
well,
always, yeah.
he's diploma while I'm
I'm
foundation.
diploma.
oh, you guys are different.
Different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm foundation, and we have a lot of like group projects. So it hasn't been that easy, but you know, if you contribute to your part in the group, you're gonna be fine.
So far with your teammates, are they? Oh my god! I'm so sorry. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's fine.
So,
Wait, bro, did you
yeah.
hang up on your mom?
Huh?
Did you hang up on your mom?
I'll call her later. It's okay. Never mind.
Bro, hanging up on my mom could be the worst thing I could do, honestly.
No.
Like,
and then I told her I had a podcast session. Okay, it's done. All
okay.
She's not
okay.
the type
That-
of.
that's.
Yeah.
I guess
All
that's
right,
fair.
back to my question. So far, your teammates been good lately? Are they like fully committed
They're fully
with the
committed.
assignments?
I mean, I don't want to get into the drama because I really don't want to because it has been very emotional for like one of our team members. Tapi for the rest of for the rest of
Twice. Twice.
this is why you never hang up on a mother. Never.
Continue. So drama.
Continue.
But for the rest of my group, we're very outgoing and very passionate. So it's all been good. But just one thing I need to say about Adrian,
What is it?
dude. Don't please. Hanging up on your parent is like I'm sorry. I know you told in advance, but it's probably the worst thing you could do. Because let's say I once had an incident that kind of got my parents to blow up in my face. I was at work at the time, and during my working hours at the cafe, I got a call from my mom, and apparently after I said okay, I just pressed the end button. That's it. And then when I got back from home, my mom and my dad scolded me to high hell. They yelled at me saying
I'm
like,
glad my parents aren't like that.
no, because they told me like what I did was very, very rude. The fact that it was my mother that I see okay, tak cakap baik pun. And they got mad at me. They scolded me, saying like I should be very polite and always say goodbye, and also say I love you to your own parents. And now from that moment on, every time I call my parents or my siblings, every time I na cakap bye, I say okay, I love you, bye. Like never missed.
Every time your parents call you, you just got the okay, don't hang up. All right, before you end the call, okay, I love you, ma. Love you, ma.
Yes, yes.
Just like we
Okay.
practice.
That-
Just like
that-
we
Yeah,
practice.
Just like we practice.
That's like we practice.
But my parents, am I lucky? My parents are like that.
No. Because my parents actually, in them getting mad at me, I
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
learned a valuable
Yeah,
lesson
yeah,
to,
true.
always say goodbye.
Yeah.
But I feel like one of the unnecessary things they had to do was the fact that when they did scolding me, one of the things they said was, Abang, macam mana ni? You kan communication student tapi tak boleh communicate betul-betul ke?
Kena
I
smack.
was so embarrassed.
Kena smack.
I got so embarrassed that I swore myself I would
Yo,
never.
that's why we
you
need to like enhance our communication skills, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
That's why you're taking the foundation right now. You're learning how to communicate.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
because you're
yeah.
communication student doesn't mean you already know
Actually,
how to
I took-
communicate.
Learn how to communicate. Yeah.
I took the foundation
and in
again.
FAC, you cannot be introvert. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Can be introvert.
If you're introvert, then I'm pretty sure the FPC can help you
can
with
help
that.
you, but you won't survive if you keep on.
If you
know,
stay
yeah,
if you stay
your-
that way, because foundation
Yeah.
because communication is, some people might not see it, but communication is basically the very first foundation you have for any business, really. Without communication,
Everything starts with communicating with people.
yeah,
Yeah.
every business you can see right now. Think about it. How do you think someone pitched an idea? To talking, to having idea together, to communicating.
Yes.
So if you think about it,
And
almost
yeah.
almost any business and success can come from communication.
And then communication is everything. Like back in ancient times, remember?
Yeah, I mean,
Wars.
yeah.
and that.
True.
You know, send
Very true.
pigeons. Letters and send pigeons. Yes, I remember. Yeah.
I wonder how would that be now.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
could you imagine if we had pigeons who send personal messages now? Like, we like order online. Like, okay, I want this pigeon to come at this location. Then the pigeon comes in like, okay, I want you to send this to my crush. Remember, I want you to sing a very special song. And then the pigeon flies to like your crush and be like, hey bitch, here's some letter for you.
Excuse me, Michael. Language, please.
I'm sorry.
This is live, bro. This is live. Okay, relax.
I mean, would
Yeah,
I be surprised-
communication is everything. Without communication, yeah, nothing's gonna,
Yeah, nothing. Really nothing. So it's important, And I took the foundation course because my mom wants me to take the degree immediately. So 1 year after this, I'll most likely join the bachelor's degree for for strategic communication.
Nice, bro.
Yeah. I know. And judging from what my cousin has experience, because he's a batch student for strategic com, he said he seems fine. So
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
I just gotta make sure gotta do my assignments and don't be so introverted, because you want to leave a mark on this university. You want to leave mark that
yes.
you were a student here.
Yeah.
You want to try to leave
Let's
an
get the
identity
dean's
for yourself.
list.
You want to expose
Yeah.
yourself to the world. You want to show
Hey, Michael, every sem, let's go get the dean's list, bro. The
Yeah,
dean's list.
yeah,
Remember
yeah.
the Hari Raya celebration?
Yeah,
when
yeah, yeah.
when I saw the students getting dean's list, I was like, damn, I can do that. I want that. I
Yeah.
want that paper.
Exactly.
I want that paper. It's 3.5, right? CGPA 2 pass.
At least 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5.
Yeah.
It's not that high, really.
3.67, isn't it?
No, 3.5.
No, the GPA of that current semester. Your GPA of that current semester needs to be 3.67, if I'm not wrong.
Which one?
How FCI does it, lah. I don't know whether FAC
Oh, this
does
is
it.
FAC.
I don't know.
FAC,
Yeah. FCI 3.67.
Oh my god.
3.67.
If the FCI is 3.67, then I do not want to know what's the requirement for like the FOB or the FOL, because those have to be very high if you want to get a dean's list.
Yeah, dean's list.
Yeah, I can imagine like what the students in Malacca are going through right now, but
Especially
I hope
in
they're okay.
people who are taking law. Oh yeah, a lot of memorizing.
You have to memorize the law of the country for
Yeah.
one. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
I love Ace Attorney, but it's not like what you think it
It's
is.
not,
It's
yeah.
really not. And law is a very, very dirty profession. I'm sorry to say it, but
Yeah,
So-
it's a dirty profession. You're actually defending a murderer, a criminal.
a criminal
Yeah, a
even,
criminal.
yeah. Unless if you want to learn how to be a prosecutor, then that's another story.
That's different.
Yeah, prosecutor. Okay, fine. You put criminals in jail, but then again, you didn't know you put an innocent person in
Yeah.
jail. So
That's hard.
again, it's a double-edged sword for both sides. It's not just a dirty work. It's also kind of a sad job, really. You could be defending an innocent person, but you also be defending an actual killer or a murderer, a killer or a thief. But then again, you could prosecute these criminals and send them to jail, or you could be prosecuting an innocent person and sending them to jail for literally no reason. It's a sad,
Same
cruel,
goes for
twisted
being
system.
a politician, Michael.
No.
Nah,
Politics is
my
the ultimate
father-
dirty
but
job.
My father always advised me, okay, Adrian, when you become successful, okay, always. I'm gonna say this once to you. Never ever involve yourself in politics.
Thank you.
Yes.
Greatest advice.
Yeah.
Politicians are the dirtiest profession. They're very dirty. I cannot tell you how many corrupt deals I've heard made under the table and how politicians can deny that, but I'm not
Okay,
going to
let's
get
just-
too in depth because that will get way too controversial at
It's
that point.
it's a controversial topic. Yeah.
A
It is a
very
controversial
controversial
We ain't
topic.
gonna.
I've dealt my thesis, but I'm not going to get into it, you know? Politicians are very
Speaking
dirty.
okay, let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
We only have a
What we
few
started.
minutes
Nah,
left.
it's okay. We're about to finish. Might
Yeah.
as well just do like a closing statement, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Alright.
that was your first ever session for both of you guys.
Yeah.
Like, how was it?
It was honestly very nice to get
did
everything
well.
off my chest. You know,
You did well.
We have this opportunity to just, if we have all this pent up energy and things we want to talk about, we can take it off here. You know, this is kind of like someone's way to express their opinions. You know, as long as it's not too
Exactly.
controversial.
Yes, yes.
So overall, this has been a great first session, and what's more, I can't wait to, for one day, be in a session with a special guest or be able to ask them questions and learn more about them, and even better, at least know what's going to be our topic.
Yeah.
If we know the topic
didn't-
beforehand, we would,
Yeah, we didn't do our homework. Yeah.
It's not more like homework; it's more improv. It's
Yeah,
more
improv.
Yeah.
But overall, this has been a great first session.
For
and we-
you, Michael, I'm just tired because I had a tough workout session. My chest is still sore. Yeah. I can't. And so I
again-
just stay quiet, just listen to you and say, all right. Just
again,
let it all out, Michael.
let it all out. So again, great first session. Can't wait to
Great
be here
session.
for so much more. I can't wait to
Can't wait to be part of
meet
this
a
again.
lot of interesting
Yeah.
people or meet more of the members here and get to know them
Yeah,
better. And honestly, can't wait for the ride. Thank you so much for this.
Enjoy the ride. I
Yeah.
can't wait to enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
See,
And,
very glad.
and
that
I
you
might
guys
and I might also invite some of my group members or like some of my friends to watch this live and see how they think. Hopefully they don't think too much.
Oh,
of it.
really?
Hey, no, you both gonna watch Summer. You can
No,
aja, you
I
kawan.
might have to like keep it under wraps. I'm not an attention seeker. I'm not that. Yeah.
It's
I
not
to
like
keep
more of
things-
attention seeker.
No,
I'm
no.
like-
Yeah.
It's more like recognition. Yeah, it's more like the radio club is not just a place to let it all out. It's also a place for other people to see how you are.
How
Which
you
it-
are, your view, your point of view, your
Yeah, and
perspective.
hopefully it doesn't backfire.
Yeah. If they backfire, it's just whatever. Yeah. Just brush it off. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm very glad that you guys have had
Thank
a
you.
very good first session, and hopefully I get to see you guys next week.
Yeah,
Come back again next week.
Oh,
I
yeah,
Bring
definitely
bring
will,
friends.
definitely will.
Just to drag up. Yeah. Maybe we can tone down a little bit on the whole passionate passionate
I'm
drive that
sorry,
you
if
guys
that's
do.
a topic that
I
I'm
was like-
very passionate about,
Yeah, when
I get into a
when I-
very deep
yeah.
rant.
When I saw it, I was like, yo, in my mind, I was like, damn, Michael, chill. Chill, bro. This is our first session.
So this is your first session, so I'll
Yes.
gotta let it slide. But
My
next time
first session, I
next time
just
you
wanna,
guys next time you guys do any swears, swear jar.
Swear jar.
All right, right. $1 for every time you. No. For here is today is fine.
Okay.
Next session, no.
Okay, next session about banyak RM1.
Yeah, when he said the B word, I was like, oh my god, we are live, brother. My man, we are live. Okay,
So
imagine, bro,
that's a
imagine.
legit swear jar.
Yes,
Wow.
bro. Imagine your parents watching this, and then you just said the B word.
Well, good
He's
thing-
gonna get another scolding
That's
on
why-
what's
that's why
rude
I'm-
and what's polite.
Bro, that's why I'm.
But then again, my parents also swore. So come on, everyone swore.
Yeah, my dad swore.
Yeah.
He said the F word
Yeah.
like
Even my dad
in
says
front of
the
me
F word.
when I was like 8 years old.
I'm pretty sure
That's
like
normal.
the only swear word I've told
Yeah.
my parents is just the S word. Like
Yeah,
just the S word. The S word's not really that bad.
Bro, I don't cuss in front of my parents. They will literally kill me. Especially my dad. What did you say? What did you just say?
Say it again. Say it again.
What did you just say? Huh?
Oh, and then take
No,
off
no,
the
no,
belt.
I
Take off the
didn't-
belt. Take off the belt. What you say? What you say?
Bro, the belt was my childhood trauma. Yes.
Mine's more like
When I
the
grabbed my
button.
belt, I was like,
Mine's the button.
so, yep, memories. Yeah. I remember my mom.
No, when you grow up, you have your own wife. Your dad's like, "All right, son, it's time." He gives you a box. He gives you a box. And like, what's this, dad?
Like all kinds
What's
of
this,
belt,
dad?
like
And then he's
a
like,
belt specifically for
It's
yeah,
basically like
open it. Then you just
yeah.
open the box. It's shining. It's glowing. It's the belt.
Yes.
it's like it's like an agent who's saying, "Son, I am now past this legacy of unfairness and cruelty to you."
Bro.
Okay.
Like, bro, my dad bought a rotan, but he didn't even use it. He just used the belt. Only my mom used the what you call it, the penyapu lidi, the big ones.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, he used the handle. Yes.
Right.
I was quite a bad boy back then, a naughty boy back then. Sometimes I
I mean,
like.
what's the worst he could have done?
Yeah?
What's the worst he could have done?
Arson, arson. Yeah.
Bro, you're speaking like
The
you
worst
done
thing,
that.
the worst thing is, having another child.
What?
No, I'm
Okay.
the only child, by the way.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So that's. I gotta close up the session. Thank you both for
Okay,
coming for your first ever
no,
session.
thank you
Hope
for having
to
us.
see
Thank
you
you
guys
so
again.
much.
Hope to see you guys
We
again
cannot
next
wait
week.
to be here more. We cannot
Okay.
wait.
Thank you for listening to our
Our
little session.
next session, let's just keep it,
Bye, guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye guys. This is Radio MMU. No, sorry. Thank you for listening to us. This is Radio MMU, your ultimate multimedia tunes. I am DJ Spidey, accompanied by,
DJ Michael.
DJ
Okay, bye.
Adrian.
and we will see you again. We will see you again with a new session, which I am still inside, by the way. After this short break. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Click on the break option.
Wait,
What the hell just happened? My God.
Reaching for the stars.
Hello, hi. Oh my god, my bad. Welcome back to another session with my face on it. I've been in the session from 8 until now, dude. Yeah, like those new kids came in and then they wanted guidance and stuff. So like, okay, like come like
Cool.
Yeah, because they were so nervous. They were like so nervous to come in. But then suddenly when they sat down, it was like a natural, bro. He just kept talking.
The guy that was sitting here, right?
Yeah. He's like, I didn't even need to talk.
I just walked in and he just kept going and
Yeah,
going.
he just
and I
kept
was
going.
like, okay.
And I was like,
cool.
okay, I don't need to lead. Right. Hi guys, welcome back. We are Radio MMU, your ultimate multimedia tunes. Yeah, I forgot to tell you that you're supposed to say it
Yeah,
together.
you can say.
Tak apa.
Ultimate multimedia tunes.
Yeah.
Dekat sikit dengan
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Again.
Okay, let's do it again. Yeah. We are Radio MMU, your
Ultimate multimedia tunes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am DJ Spidey, accompanied by.
My name is. I'm DJ Xiaojun.
I'm DJ Lanjo.
Hey!
DJ Lan.
DJ Lan. Okay, all right, DJ Lan. So let's address the stuff Danish. Danish been typing in the chat, but I didn't see the chat the entire time because it was being handled by Michael.
Yeah, right.
So here, I just want to talk to Danish real quick. I just lucked out finding the best groupmates in Sem 1, and luckily they want to take the same specialization as me. You see, this is very lucky, don't you think? We were talking about group projects. Group projects group projects, and then like usually you spend your first year trying to see who's a good groupmate.
Right. Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, all right, group all the time. Cannot, no one else.
I mean, I guess it's a foundation luck, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he's talking about how he got so lucky, like literally in the first sem, boom, best group mates, and then they want to be with him. Like, okay, that is actually very lucky. I found my one, like in sem 3.
I mean, I haven't found yet.
You still have like another what?
Same, bro.
3, 4 sems?
Yeah. I mean, even from my batch, I wouldn't trust any of them. I mean, he's from my batch too, you know. So.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say, man? Sometimes, even the scary thing about group mates, right, is that like even with friends, like you try to like stand up with friends, couple, then you find out in the group, you guys as friends, you guys do not have the same work ethic.
Yeah, actually.
Then you guys don't have the same work ethic. You're like, either you're very chill, and then your person is like glabah, so he's like very stressed, or wants to do this, finish, and I'm like, bro, it's due in like a month, dude.
And some people are about like, finish now.
Finish now. Like, oh, come on.
Usually, if you find group mate like that, in my opinion, which cakap Melayu
Boleh.
English and Malay.
Macam different work ethics, right? So it's better kalau you punya group mate tu, dia punya work ethics tak sama. You just leave him tu.
Yeah.
Tapi friendship tu kekal lah. It's not just that korang not in the same group anymore.
Yeah, because sometimes kalau work ethic memang tak ngam, right? It's memang tak ngam, right? If you guys group again next time, all is gonna happen is that you guys are gonna dislike each other though. So like it's really just a one and done kind of thing, especially when you find those kind of people, right? So next to what Danish actually said, yo, is Daddy Aiman.
Daddy Aiman. Yes, son, it's me. I'm your father.
Okay, all right. That's all to conclude from Danish's side. Let's go.
Alright.
Okay, right. So let's just like have a simple chat. So hey guys, this is DJ Lan's first session.
Yeah, welcome. Even though he registered last semester.
Have you tak biasanya like kau tengok je kan stream semua tu?
Usually kadang je lah tengok if I have free time tengok lah.
Tapi nampak fun lah pasal kau nak join lah. Pasal kau cuba join lah, is it? Ataupun they just drag you here?
Usually Aiman macam, oi Lan, jom lah pergi. But before kita orang start topik tu, usually kita orang macam discuss tau, nak cakap pasal apa. And then Aiman be like, I just follow with the flow.
Yeah,
Betul ke?
I was like, I'll lead you, man.
Chill,
Just
bro.
follow wherever.
Tapi usually it's better kan if we have one topic to discuss kan.
Yeah.
Betul. I mean, at least at that point it's like kau tak keluar tangent ke apa ke kan, pasal panjang-panjang. Pasal dah lah, it's only for 1 hour. Cakap, and then you go on a very long tangent, and last next thing you know it's already 10:40. You're like, oh no, they will have 20 minutes left. Macam tu lah, you know.
He was asking me just now that in the car like so many times. He's like, what are we gonna talk about? I'm just like, just follow me, man. We got this. Go with the flow.
Bro, I'm nervous though. Of course kena cari topik right. Nanti kan tak tahu nak cakap apa semua kan.
I mean, just pretend like it's like our normal conversation in the libraries. You know, the shit that the things that we keep laughing about.
Bro, I'm nervous though. Sebab macam someone's watching. I don't know who. So macam kalau kita cakap benda merepek.
I mean, someone's watching is no different than when God's watching. Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, shit.
Nah.
Alhamdulillah. Masya Allah. but yeah, you're right lah. You know. Yeah, betul lah. Just treat it like a regular conversation. Adalah benda yang kau tak boleh cakap no matter what.
For example,
especially in public.
You just don't talk about controversial things.
Tak, benda controversial depends on how controversial ni lah. Kalau setakat kalau ada politik kan, ada unsur politik kan.
Oh, politik also can right?
Unsur politik kan lah.
It's because it's like you have your own opinions about it, and then it's gonna come hard on us.
Tapi bukan macam bagus kalau kita discuss buat politik.
Aku rasa kalau discuss boleh lah, tapi jangan try your best to really not give an opinion
about a specific party lah, like BN.
Like if you wanna say, like for example, did you guys hear the recent past youth? He was like, oh, Coldplay concert kat Malaysia itu tak baik. Kenapa?
Pas LGBT because they support LGBT and then pas tak suka diorang.
Yeah, I mean personally I don't really care lah. It's just Coldplay, bro. Kalau tak suka kita pergi ya.
Yeah.
Tak payah beli.
Don't buy the tickets.
Last kau tengok dia yang beli front row ticket. Dia yang duduk kat VIP lounge.
Standing area kat depan tu.
Dia beli backstage pass.
VIP.
Well, tapi the main reason why they don't like Coldplay because they support LGBT.
Yang dia publicly support LGBT.
But at the same time, Apple pun support LGBT. So kena abandon iPhone. Some iPhone user cannot use iPhone because they support LGBT. Google Chrome pun even support LGBT.
Yeah, literally everything. Kalau dia orang nak cuba grow in the Western culture, memang kena buat macam tu kan. That's why ini lawak yang aku suka. Ada gaming company, contohnya macam Bethesda kan, kalau korang kenal Bethesda. Bethesda kat US masa Jun dia akan jadi LGBT logo. Tapi Bethesda yang Saudi Arabia tak tukar.
Macam ni dia boleh tak tukar?
Kat Twitter kan ada tukar ikon dia orang ke tu kan. Masa kat Jun US, UK semua itu, Sweden tukar ke LGBT logo ada rainbow. Tapi yang Saudi Arabia tak tukar.
Chat. Nice though.
But yeah, it's quite funny lah. But yeah, here's a good point lah. Like literally everything here is just literally everything over here memang dia orang akan support LGBT. Kau suka literally kau guna iPhone, kau guna Chrome apa entah. Plus by the way, they talk as if they talk like they're so good. Masa zaman kerajaan dia orang, Blackpink ada. Blackpink buat konser. Blackpink buat konser boleh juga. Boleh pula.
Wasn't that backlash about it? They're saying like, oh, Blackpink is haram and everything.
I mean, they still let it go. So like, they still let it through, you know.
But even Coldplay LGBT pun, don't still ada diorang punya apa? Diorang sponsor untuk kapal bersihkan sungai. Tahu tak?
Dekat I forgot. It's in the Klang River.
3 to 4 million, right?
It's those big ship-looking things that goes through.
Collect trash and everything, right? To clean the river. 3 to 4 million, right? Ke 2-3 million.
Tapi memang that thing costs a lot though. That thing costs a lot.
At least diorang ada.
And then they give macam 2-3 kan. 2-3 of those guys.
2-3 banyak tu.
Banyak tu actually, banyak. Banyak lah. You know, kau tengok benda yang tak baik je, apa nak buat? Like Coldplay for the fact that they bought those ships for us, I think it's like memang banyak. How to say, they did so much already for Malaysia. for the Clang Valley thing. I don't know any other band that's like, oh, I'm gonna spend money to buy like a environmentally helpful benda. Just put it in Malaysia of all places.
Yeah, what Malaysia?
How did they look at the world map and then they look at
okay, let's go to Malaysia.
Malaysia.
It's so random, bro.
But
I
yeah.
never think about that.
Okay. Sorry, Danish actually just replied. Well, he replied some time ago, but I didn't read it. Yeah, he's gonna be judging our conversation, guys. He's like a judge.
Yeah,
He's gonna judge our conversation, guys.
Who's Danish?
what did-
Danish to the he's the new high command.
the guy who approaches me in the library.
Danish, the Indian guy,
That guy.
Okay.
It's the guy who approaches me in the library and is like, "Can I have a seat?"
Yeah, I remember that guy.
I mean, does he not do that to you too? Oh, hey, can we have a talk?
I mean, he doesn't. I mean, I don't really hang out a lot on campus. So. I'm pretty sure if he sees me, we'll sit down and have a chat lah.
I guess he didn't see you, so then he saw me and he was like, "I must the guy. I'm gonna talk to him."
I can't wait for his response to that. Yeah. Like call later. Just give it like a good 30 seconds or something.
Danish dah pernah ni ke live before this?
Danish, yeah, a few times. Dia passionate lah, bersangat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danish says yes for sure. I don't know what that is a comment replying to. Can you guys tell? I can't tell what is he replying to. Yes for sure.
I think yes for sure. I'm not sure either. Maybe he's replying to his. Like, has he been on?
On live.
Yeah.
Maybe lah. Okay lah. Sorry, Danish. Don't know what you're actually replying to. Can you like give a clarification in a bit? But yeah. Okay, so going back. Memang unsur politik tu memang boleh lah cakap, I guess. Tapi janganlah macam give a very obvious opinion. Or maybe tak silap aku. Nah, kalau cakap if you criticize PH also, it's not a good idea. They can still do that thing. I think the only ones that actually abuse the power lebih kurang macam itu, macam buat police report semua itu is usually macam, I don't know.
Okay, let's not state opinions here.
A red color one, you know,
Yeah.
a blue color one,
Green.
yeah, green
White.
also.
But
they like to
we can
do the
say
report.
we can talk about something educational, right? We
Yeah,
teach them about
we can talk about the news reports, etc. But just
Mm-hmm.
don't give like full on opinion like, oh, I don't like this green color flag tentu you know?
Okay.
Red, blue, green. I mean, how would I know? I'm colorblind, you know. So I mean, I might be wrong. Okay, so you
I might be wrong.
I'm just
you know.
saying.
All I see is just a flag with a circle in it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, circle there.
Oh, it's Japan. Oh, sorry.
We're not talking about you.
But yeah, that's for future use. Kalau nak cakap tentang apa, you can try. I mean, this particular country, if you want to talk about unsur politik, aku rasa macam
It's a bit.
you can get touchy lah. But I have a lot of fun talking about other people's country punya politics, dude. You know how much fun I do that?
For example,
America.
America.
Definitely. You know, guns.
Sheesh.
Like the fascination that they have about guns and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy though, especially school shooting. Oh sheesh. Sheesh.
School shooting.
Thoughts and prayers, dude. Thoughts and prayers, dude. Every single time, thoughts and prayers, dude. I swear.
Do you guys read about the latest one from Russia, if I'm not mistaken? From Russia, school shooting.
Oh,
In
ada
Russia?
school shooting in Russia?
Russia.
Oh, I never heard.
If I'm not mistaken, Russia lah. So basically, this guy before dia did that thing, they list out every name yang dia nak kill. So for example, ada Tanya, like almost full half of the half paper tu dah list nama semua orang. But then ada this one guy, they cancel out nama Muhammad tu. Dia tak jadi nak bunuh dia.
Why?
I don't know man, maybe sebab like, budak tu baik dengan dia ke macam.
Buat baik.
Buat baik macam lucky guy tu. Dia kill semua orang except that guy.
Tak jadi lah.
I would.
Man.
Kalau if I was that one guy that got crossed out, of course I would feel relief, but I would feel so guilty. Honestly,
Why?
Survivor's guilt, you know, survivor's guilt. Yeah, kau survive satu benda then everybody else, masa kau ingat macam everybody else mati, so you just feel bad for surviving.
Like, why you're so
survivor's
lucky to be the one that survived?
Macam tu lah, you know.
God's plan.
God's plan.
God's plan.
Just having a talk just now. God's plan.
But yeah. Oh, that's actually very interesting. Tak tahu pun ada benda-benda dia tu.
Maybe that guy before dia bagi kelas homework dia macam
Ah.
homework dia kau dah siap belum dia
Yeah,
bagi
man.
tengok dia homework dia kan.
Ah.
Yeah. Good guy lah, maybe good guy.
I didn't even know it was easy to get guns in Russia. Boleh ke? Senang ke?
I mean, sometimes you just steal, I guess. Or like it's a hunting gun or something.
Hunting gun mana boleh dia?
Because hunting game is also quite prevalent
Yeah lah,
in
but
Russia.
hunting guns are, you know, how is he gonna like half a page of people? Boom, boom.
It's not hunting gun. It's not hunting gun.
Is that?
No way. Yeah, you know. Maybe like a.
Betul lah Azul cakap. If hunting gun dia take time tau nak reload every time nak kill.
Pasal lagi daripada dia nak reload, dia nak reload. Tak boleh tu. Memang tak boleh. So yeah, I think it's like that's actually very interesting. Sebab I really didn't know that Russia is like having a senang dapat pistol semua itu.
Sebab rasa dia pun rasa first time kot ada school shooting macam ni. Sebab usually mostly semua kat Amerika kan. Like teruk.
I mean bro, America literally has more school shootings than there are days in the year already.
Yeah.
Yes. No, not school shootings. Shootings. They have more shootings than there are the amount of days in this year already.
Wow.
Like literally apa this is 18 May. 18 May let's just say like full May, right? May 30 days. So 30 days 30 times 5 150. They have more than 150 shootings already. Lebih kurang tak silap aku.
Teruk dia orang.
But every time it happens, it's always thoughts and prayers, you know. Thoughts and prayers. I don't know. It's always interesting to talk about this dynamic about guns and stuff for America because I don't know why they're so adamant about it. Like they care about it so much. You know? Like they're willing to let their children die left and right and everything because they say stuff like all it takes for a bad guy with a gun to go down is with a good guy with a gun or something like that. Always like that. Or like, oh, it's never the gun's problem, it's the person that did it, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like the person that's bad, it's so easy to just go there to like some random grocery store like macam Walmart kan. Some Walmarts actually sell shotguns, bro. And I don't get it. How does Walmart have shotguns?
Walmart is like Giant, Tesco.
It's like a Tesco.
Bro, you go to Tesco and boleh buy shotgun. Gila, crazy.
But yeah. It's actually macam tu lah. I don't know how they believe it. I don't know why they're so macam so bersemangat for it, you know. Do you think it's ada do sebab dia punya constitution ada macam
I don't think.
number 2, the right to bear arms, and then they're like, oh, you cannot catch out this because it's the constitution. You get me?
I think because they're stuck in the idea of like it's for protection.
Self-protection.
Yeah, so people are always out there robbing you, stealing stuff from you. So then they're like, you gotta have your own gun to protect yourself.
Yeah, but then it's just like,
Instead of enforcing something else, like actually protecting these people.
or like actually having like competent cops ke apa.
Yeah.
You know? It's just. I just look at all of the stuff that's happening in America. Semua itu aku macam rasa sedih, you know. I think it's a really bad time to be an American right now.
Oh, yo.
Like,
I just
honest to God.
read that family from Korea, I think. They just baru pindah US and then the whole family died because of mass shooting.
Oh, kat mall tu.
Kat mall tu. Baca tak? Korean, right? Korean.
Yeah. It was a Korean
Only
family.
one child survived from the family.
It was like a 6-year-old kid, dude. Sedih tu. Lepas tu yang paling sedih tu kan, the reason they were at the mall, right, is because baru je birthday of the 6-year-old kid.
Celebrate birthday.
Lepas tu dia nak return benda because dia orang tak fit ke apa ke, the shit doesn't fit or something. And then I said to God, when that kid grows up dia macam ada survivor's guilt yang damn, they went to the mall because of him, you know. Macam itu lah.
But you have that thought like they died because of me and some stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean by survivor's guilt lah, you know. It's just crazy. It's really just crazy.
Okay.
And even in that mall punya service shooting, not even one day, not even 12 hours ke apa entah, there was another one shooting at
in the same area.
Texas shooting. It was crazy. It was like 2 mass shootings in the span of 5-6 hours. Coordinated ke apa ni, you know?
And then diorang nak host FIFA World Cup in 3 years. 2027. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, diorang host FIFA World Cup tu.
That's the only way they're gonna qualify.
Bro, very dangerous.
That's the only way they're gonna qualify to the World Cup.
So ni diorang nak host FIFA World Cup kalau diorang punya country pun macam tu mass shooting. Macam kalau kau pergi sana nak tengok bola, and then tiba-tiba kena tembak macam tu je.
Yeah, dude. I'm actually so scared, dude. Aku rasa bro tak ada. You know?
Rasa kalau orang pergi sana kan, nanti keluar banyak news, kena tembak apa semua. Tak pun kalah football.
Doa tak ada je lah kan. Berdoakan tak ada je kan.
Impossible tu tak ada. Cuma sekarang pun dah teruk.
Yeah, dah lah. Not just any other people. It's gonna be very, very how to say? Very, very passionate football fans. And you know how passionate football fans can be? Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy. Especially like kalau benda macam rivalry ke apa ke. Oh, kalau ada rivalry macam itu kan. I swear kalau Argentina dengan France lawan lagi kan.
Match shooting pasukan ni kan.
Like over here also like kalau Malaysia lawan Indonesia pun walaupun tak ada senjata, tak ada apa-apa kan. Oh my god, it's always so bloody, so brawl.
Yeah,
kita lawan kat luar. Right? Kita lawan kat luar stadium tu. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
It's wild, man.
Ada this one time diorang kena gunakan kereta kebal tu nak escort player Malaysia.
Oh yeah. They actually use the like a very armored vehicle kan.
Sebab Indonesia tak ingat diorang kalah ke menang, tapi Indonesia macam marah gila. Diorang rempuh bas apa semua, kena guna kereta kebal, something like that.
Damn. It was crazy, like legit. And that's in a country where we literally don't even have guns.
Imagine Amerika tu. Betul satu padang.
Takut tau. Actually quite damn scary, dude. Not to mention like semua. Okay, so semua benda-benda macam all of the stuff like in America, I just think like prioritization there when it comes to like what they do for, especially with money and stuff, memang misplaced. Like, have you seen the budget for the defense?
No.
Most of them is from military and
yeah. You know how much they have for defense?
Billion?
It's not even billion, it's trillion, right? It's trillion, right? And the thing about that trillion, then you compare to how much they put on their healthcare.
How much? Million?
Healthcare itu memang sikit lah. Tapi itu sebab Amerika, whenever anybody ada broken arm ke apa kan, diorang lebih sanggup order Uber pergi hospital daripada panggil ambulance. So, kalau panggil ambulance, diorang kena bayar $5,000 terus. Just for an ambulance ride, $5,000 USD. Also, hold on, I need to do something. There's someone at the door. Give me a moment.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no worries. So anyway, just now we were just talking about God's plan.
Okay.
Yeah, God's plan. So
yeah, it's very like misplaced lah. Very misplaced into the prioritization. Like, you know, how much money goes to military, how much money goes to police. Sorry, God's plan.
No, sorry.
God's plan.
So just now, Idlan and I were having a talk. I was just asking him, why do stuff always happen to people? Like, and I just gave you an example just now. Like, you know, like you've dated so many people, and then eventually when you found the right person, and then there's obviously something bad's gonna happen. And then he was just telling me that, have you ever heard of God's plan? And I just went, what? And I was asking so many questions like, okay, then why does this happen to me? Why does this happen to me? So it's just...
It's character development, bro.
Yes, he's like, everything happens for a reason. And I'm like, how long do I have to wait?
It's all
That's
character
a very hard
development,
question.
bro. I just noticed we have a new chat by Asfa. Scary though, America, I agree. I agree with that so much. America is so scary. I don't know how Americans still live there right now. I mean, China's that they probably cannot leave. The capitalistic system right there is.
I think they're just trying to solve their overpopulation problem.
Do they have an overpopulation problem?
I don't think so. I think they just...
I don't think they have overpopulation problem. I think they have a greed problem.
Yeah.
Like with the corporations somewhere. Trickle down economics, man. I love that so much.
Which one?
Trickle down economics. Itu benda macam, I think it was Ronald Reagan ataupun Nixon tu lupa. But his economic system was that he believed that if the orang atas, the above people, they get rich, naturally they will trickle down the wealth from the top ke bottom. Like for example, macam kalau CEO is very rich, dia akan bagi bonus. Lepas tu bagi bonus, banyak-banyak bagi bonus. That was his theory, but as you can clearly see, that's not going. That's not how it's going right now lah. But yeah, trickle down economics is a very funny thing.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Damn. We just went on like a long rant about America. I went on a long rant about America.
You want to talk about God's plan, bro?
Yeah, we'll keep talking about character development real
Okay,
quick.
fine. Let's talk about character development, right?
Okay.
Okay,
Character
let's
development.
be real. Okay, I mean, I am a person who believe that yes, things happen for a reason. And
Hey, isn't that I just told you that?
yeah, I was just trying to counter argue certain things.
Okay,
But you
okay.
see, for me, I believe that yes, things happens for a reason. But then at the same time, it's like there comes a certain point where you keep believing that it does happen to you, and like God chooses His favorite, like His strongest warrior to fight the battles and all those kind of things. But at one point, you have to realize, like, and so I'm not saying that you guys should realize, but at one point, some people just question themselves, like, how long do I have to do this? And it kept going on for years and years, and with no result. So that causes a lot of people to just give up, man, to certain stuff, you know.
For example?
I'm not giving you any examples, man. You know, you know I can't say.
I know, but how about the audience?
Okay, let's just give for example. Say for example, person A, like he's been going through depression and everything, and then he kept believing and praying and everything. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not against religion or anything. I'm still a Muslim, but like some people, like I find that
They
a lot
put
of people.
too much weight.
No, it's like they believe that if I keep praying, then it's gonna get better for me, and then eventually
It doesn't get better.
yeah, it doesn't get better, and then they blame it on whatever they've been trying to cope with. Like they blame it on like, oh, praying is not working, so they start vaping, they start smoking, and then they start drinking and all this kind of things. Yeah, those are the examples that I'm giving out. Hey man,
That was a very
this is live, man.
That was a very personal.
I'm not here to talk about my personal life, you know, but yeah. I mean, just give me an example of what you mean by things happen for a reason.
Well, okay. Usually, macam, if something happens, usually memang ada the reason behind it. Tapi most of the time kita tak akan nampak reason the why sekarang. But in future, you will see the reason. So let's say okay, let's use my history.
Okay, your example.
My personal
yes,
example.
Yeah, personal examples.
Okay, my personal example. Right? Okay. Okay, let's say.
I don't know. You just want to give out an example. I'm just waiting.
Okay, I cakap pasal my study lah. Okay, so before this, I took accounting in my matrix year, but then I changed my major from accounting to computer science. But at first tak nampak tau, okay, mana hala tuju apa semua. Even my father pun macam argue, kenapa nak kena berhenti accounting, tiba-tiba tukar computer science, kenapa tak stick at one thing, asyik tukar-tukar something. But then macam, okay, kenapa diri macam ni asyik nak tukar-tukar semua. Macam tak, even masa tu pun tak nampak the reason why tukar course apa semua. But then bila you dah ambil computer science, dah tukar benda tu, baru you akan nampak, oh, at least bila benda ni jadi, boleh nampak kenapa dia jadi macam tu.
It's an interesting thing. It's like yeah. It's like this is very good paradox macam paradox lebih kurang sama that you wouldn't have done that unless you were in a worse situation. Like for example macam I think you will see the reason once you're no longer in the tough situation. Bila hati dah tenang, benda tu lah lama berlaku, baru you macam, oh faham lah, that's why it happened. That's what Asfar said.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to say like that.
I'm still waiting.
So yeah, it's a paradox of you wouldn't be doing the thing that's better if you were in a worse situation. Macam for example, kau ada kerja, you're in a job, lepas tu you're in a job and it's paying just enough, like just good enough for you to stay. Tapi the environment tak baik sangat ke, ataupun bukan dia punya career ladder tak baik sangat,
career growth.
Career growth. So but just because it already is paying just enough and how much you kind of like it, you never change. Compared to if you had everything the same, tapi your pay is just below the amount that you need, it gives you the push like, okay, I cannot continue with this job, I have to switch.
Right.
Then when you swap to that job, you go to another job, it could be better. Macam itu lah, you
Very
know?
good example. I get it, I get it.
Nah, like another practical one is like if my job is 1 km away, I will walk. But if my job is 2 km away, I will use bicycle. I will use a bicycle to go to work. Guess what? It's like 2 km like that. Then use the bicycle. You will get to work faster than if it was 1 kilometer away and you're walking. Faham tak?
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Macam tu lah. Like that.
It's like macam bila kita dah keluar daripada situation tu, baru kita macam nampak kita boleh buat benda tu lagi bagus lah, something like that. Right?
You need to have something to. You need to have like a bad situation to push
Yeah,
you to try doing
push,
it to
push
get
to
better.
your limits, right? You do.
Also, Danish finally answered your question, Aiman. Look, if I see Azro around campus, I will for sure sit down and talk to him. And yeah, he's been on live. You can watch yesterday live. Gonna make it a weekly thing. So memang dia akan datang setiap minggu. That's what he's saying. Okay, so continuing, yeah, you need to have some kind of push to have you have a better life lebih kurang. You know, sometimes.
I mean, because like based on my experience, like since we're on the topic of education, it's like for me leaving SPM, there's one thing I wanted to do, which is nuclear physics. That's a part of physics that I enjoyed the most.
You wanted to do nuclear physics?
Nuclear physics.
That's actually very interesting.
Yeah, like Oppenheimer kind of thing.
Damn, what happened?
Shit,
I was like,
Damn, what
that
happened?
was the thing that intrigued me the most in physics, SPM.
The fact that you can split an atom with a kaboom.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, just split atoms and everything. I'm like, whoa, it's so cool. And I even did extensive research during SPM. I was just, that part of SPM, I just scored full. Every time trial, it's like full marks on that part only. The other mechanical parts, like, oh god.
Yang chemistry, were you having
Chemistry?
having fun in chemistry?
Chemistry, for some reason, is different than nuclear physics.
How different?
Because you still talk about atoms and such whatsoever. Like,
Yeah,
it's just that
'cause
it's not the fact because it's just that chemistry is about what atoms are. Physics, atom go boom.
Chemistry is like you mix this, you get that. And then because I didn't like chemistry because it didn't make sense. But nuclear physics is like, to me, it just makes sense. It just, everything just clicks into place.
Is it physics or chemistry?
It's physics mixed with chemistry.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
physics.
okay.
Tapi the nuclear physics tu macam dia macam bom tu lah. Like all of the bomb, all of the atom bomb, the fat boy dengan Hiroshima tu.
I'm the bringer of death.
Fat man and little boy.
Yeah,
Fat man and little boy.
So Aiman pernah buat bom ke?
No, I haven't.
No.
Later kau tengok lah.
Not yet, not yet,
Garden
not yet.
Plaza ada. Meletup.
I mean, there's a gas depot beside my apartment, so you know, I might try some things. But yeah, the second thing I wanted to do was electrical engineering. I'm sorry, the first thing was nuclear physics. I couldn't do that because Malaysia doesn't exactly have a market for it.
True.
If I were to take nuclear physics, based on my dad's experience, like he had his friend who took nuclear physics, and now he's a baggage handler manager in KLIA.
Yeah.
So I might end up the same.
So your option is like either like you just continue here or you have to go
elsewhere.
abroad.
Yeah, but even that also the market is still very close because not everyone does nuclear physics.
Yeah.
What,
Nah, I would
US,
say
Russia,
like
Japan?
I would say just America,
Russia, Japan, France, a
North
bit.
Korea.
I'm not going
No,
there.
North Korea.
Okay, so the second thing I wanted to do was electrical engineering. Problem was I'm colorblind.
Yeah.
When you look at the resistors and everything, right? You guys can always see the color bands and everything. I cannot see
what
anything.
color?
Just about everything.
So are you like the grey?
No, I don't see black and white and grey.
Obviously, yeah, but
I
that's
mean-
that's monotopia lah. But like, what exactly can you not see?
It's like I can't differentiate between blue and green. Sometimes red might seem brown to me. Those kind of things.
Blue, green, brown.
Brown, red, sometimes yellow, orange.
I think that's like deuteranopia or something.
Yeah, I haven't really took an actual test on it, but it's already been confirmed when I was standard 6 that I was colorblind. And it might be an inherited thing from my grandfather. So I couldn't do electrical engineering no matter how much I enjoyed it. So that was the sad part. And the third part was computer science. This wasn't exactly the thing that I wanted to do, but I thought I was good at it. Because in Matrix, I took computer science, right? And almost every test, every quiz that I took, it was always 80 and above, 90 and above, A's. I never got 50% or anything. So I thought I was good in computer science. I came in here and I was like, it's not my thing. So until now, I'm still waiting. Why am I here? What is the question that I'm